I'm biased, but many footy fans reckon the 1970 Grand Final was the best ever played. Certainly drew the biggest crowd in history, 121,000. It featured the biggest fight back in a grand final, and it had the game's two most popular teams, Carlton and Collingwood, slugging it out for premiership honours. The best ever? Well, I'll let you be the judge. As coach of Carlton, I knew we were faced with a dramatic afternoon. Collingwood had been the super team of the season. They'd won 18 of 22, finished top of the ladder and beaten us by 10 points in the second semi-final. In Peter McKenna, they had a full forward who'd kicked 137 goals going into the game and seemed to relish playing Carlton. In the second semi-final alone, he'd kicked 9. The Magpies had fine big men in Len Thompson and Jerker Jenkins, a gifted centre line in Dean Price and Greening, a truly inspirational player in Des Tuddenham, and match winners in the Richardson brothers. Well, perhaps we shouldn't have turned up. Collingwood was a fine unit, well coached by Bobby Rose, and a team out to make for grand final losses in 60, 64 and 66. And what about Carlton? We'd won 16 and lost 6 and had a great side. The first ruck of Nichols, Silvani and Gallagher was as good as any in the league. Up forward, Alex Jezelenko would be the first Blue to kick 100 goals in a season. Walls and Mackay were great marks, and in Brent Croswell, the unpredictable but brilliant match winner. Much had been written and talked about this game. The use of handball to get Carlton out of a particularly nasty situation, the emergence of a young reserve named Teddy Hopkins late in the day. Sure, Carlton were down 44 points at half-time and had to fight like crazy to get up and win, but this game had so much to offer. I'm sure you'll enjoy every minute, in fact probably every second. This is one of my top 20 grand finals and part of the WEG Grand Final DVD collection from Australian Football Video.
Grand Final, Carlton versus Collingwood from the MCG in Melbourne. The umpire, Don Jolly, bouncing the ball. Nichols of Carlton won the toss, and Carlton will be kicking with the breeze to the Richmond end, the first free kick of the match. Going to Collingwood. Going to big Graham Jenkins. He will be doing battle in the ruck throughout the day with John Nichols of Carlton, waiting for Jenkins to take his kick. Collingwood is kicking up to the scoreboard end. Jenkins takes his kick. It's a nice long one too. Deep over centre half forward. The big men set themselves. Thompson was in there. Knocked away. Picked up by Kevin Hall. A handball out here. It's taken by Thompson. Thompson tries a short one. Back to him again. Thompson puts his boot into it. All players are nervous out there. Wayne Richardson of Collingwood with the ball. Richardson now, left footer down forward. Players move into it. There's a mark being taken, but the goal umpire has signalled it's through the behind post.
And Dunn wasn't very happy about that.
Commentary from Alan Gale. Let's hear from Ted Whitten. What do you think?
It was very close, Mike. A very good start by Collingwood, straight into attack. 1 point to Collingwood, leading Carlton at this stage. And for the benefit of interstate listeners again, this is a very highly tense game by these players.
Kevin Hall now kicks out to the outer side. Up they go. Gould went up high there. Couldn't quite manage it. A chance here for Terry Waters, the captain of Collingwood. Pushes it over to Tuddenham. Tuddenham runs into trouble. Nichols is in there. Tuddenham comes in hard again. Silvani will take the free kick. Silvani of Carlton is on the half-back flank on the outer side. Kicks to the wing position. Crane is there. Couldn't hold the mark. Through they come. The ball pushed forward here by O'Callaghan. He takes a long kick down forward once again. Over goes McKenna. Max Richardson at the big one. The first goal of the match.
Wait a minute. Jolly's played a free kick to Carlton. Kevin Hall will take the free.
That's right.
And Jolly made no bones about that. A very firm decision by him. Kevin Hall kicking from in front of that full-back position to the outer wing. Up they go. Oh, it's a mark to Terry Waters. A good, strong mark. From that half-forward flank. Kicking in towards McKenna again. Up they go. Hall winning that battle. Through comes Waite from behind. In trouble. Gets round onto that left foot. Held, but gets clear. And kicks in. A mark to Wayne Richardson.
Richardson now. Oh, he would be He's 70 yards out. He's 65, 70 yards out. There's Peter McKenna, the star goal kicker. Two fellows minding him. Silvani comes in from the side. Hall waiting behind. Waiting for Wayne Richardson to take his kick. A long way out. He's kicking to the scoreboard end. It's on its way. Oh, it's a good kick too. It's deep down into the forward zone. They fly. Twiggy done for Collingwood. Couldn't take it. Taken by Gallagher of Carlton. Out to the halfback flank on the outer side. And Barry Gill of Carlton has marked in defence.
Oh, it's a nice high standard, this game.
It's a great start again.
Gill to take his kick. Oh, it's a glorious drop kick too. To the wing position on the outer side. They fly high. Waters went up high. But the free kick is going which way?
Collingwood.
Going Collingwood's way. Going to O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan takes his kick. Swinging towards centre half forward. Big Thompson, 6'7", goes up, knocks it away there. Through they come. Con Brett of Collingwood tries to pick up. He does so. A left foot snap by Brett. The post. Look at the post go. Yes, for those who have never seen Australian rules before, throughout New South Wales, they must, to get 6 points, go between the two big sticks. It goes either side, and between the smaller ones, it's only 1 point. And if it hits the big posts, it is only 1 point. So two behinds to the Magpies, Butch, but they are opening very brightly.
Very brightly, Michael. I like the way this game's sorting itself out. Kevin Hall in a little bit of a quandary as to where to kick in. A lot of tall timber he's got to get around. There it goes now. Robertson from behind for Carlton. Couldn't quite get it. Neither could Len Thompson. Len Thompson taps it over the line.
Len Thompson, we'll speak of him, has been the subject of a lot of newspaper, television and radio talk. Number 28 there throughout the week. He's had a rash on his thigh and he'll get a free kick out of this too. But there was a big rumour swept Melbourne, but he wouldn't play. He wanted more money for the grand final, but it was untrue. The boy has had a leg injury, and there's his kick going right into the arms of the Carlton Rover in the person of Adrian Gallagher.
Michael, there's still quite a bit of nerves out there on that ground. They haven't settled down properly. The kick goes out towards the flank. Mark taken, but it's out on the full. And Potter, well up from his centre half-back position, will take the kick in.
Nerves
if the ball
all right, Butch.
goes over the line, it has to be kicked in by the opposition.
There we go. Thompson in the middle of that pack. It comes down to Max Richardson. He gets a hurried hand pass out there towards Tuddenham. Tuddenham in a bit of trouble. Oh! Was almost unloaded. He kicks. He's put it through. The first goal of the match from the boot of the former captain, Des Tuddenham. What about that, Butch?
Great play, Teddy.
Yes, courageous play by Desi Tuddenham. He ran very hard into Sergio Silvani. He ricocheted off Silvani with a blind turn, a hurried snap kick for goal, and first goal to Collingwood.
That came up after 5 minutes of play in the first quarter of the 1970 grand final. There they go again. Jenkin of Collingwood gets a tap out. Silvani comes in there, can't pick up. Here's a go. They come through. Price couldn't take it. Adamson picks up. Adamson of Collingwood down towards centre half forward. They fly again. Britt was in that lot. Here's Thompson once more. He's been in everything. He tries another short one. Doesn't come off. Hand passes. It goes to David Mackay of Carlton. Mackay now over the centre. Here's Terry Waters waiting for it now. The Magpie skipper. He steadies back down towards centre half forward. Big Thompson's there. Flies high. Well, there's a glorious mark to Max Richardson, a former West Australian, now playing with Collingwood. McKenna leads out there. The ball going down forward once again. A chance for Dunn. Knocked away by Waite. Taken by Silvani of Carlton. Out towards the halfback flank on the outer side. Greening's after it there. Couldn't pick it up. Here's little Price of Collingwood. Price now down towards the pocket. He's looking for Tuddenham, but it's over the boundary line. There'll be a throw in. Boy, a great opening.
Oh, say that again. The pace is right on. And you'll find in these final matches that players' errors are capitalised on immediately. Thompson hits down, over towards the boundary line. Tuddenham pushed in the back. No free kick. Play on. Kicks high up towards McKenna, moving out from goal. McKenna dropped the mark. Down onto the ground again. There could have been a Carlton free kick there. Over to Kevin Hall, but it's going for a throw, a free kick to Wayne Richardson.
Played throwing the ball, Butch, and in our code here, you're not allowed to throw the ball. It must be punched with the clenched fist.
Wayne Richardson, and a former West Australian. He's only 50 yards out, directly in front, kicking to the scoreboard end goal. Favouring the drop punt, it's on its way. It's swinging off, however, and I think only 1 point will result. Yes.
Oh, he could have kicked a flat punt there, Ted.
It looks as if there could be a little breeze up there, the way that ball did float away to the right-hand side post, Butch.
We're going direct to ATN 7 in Sydney, RVN 2 in Wagga, CTC 7 Canberra, TBW 7 in Perth and ADS 7 in Adelaide.
And Kevin Hall about to kick in. Here's his kick. He's gone wide. Up they go. No mark. Very testy play here. Wayne Richardson passes. It's over McKenna's head. Gill dropped it. Down towards Tuddenham. Flying through came Waite. Trapped the ball. Gave it to Croswell. Croswell's kick goes out towards that half-forward flank. Or his half-back flank, I should say. It's all Collingwood here, though. O'Callaghan in there. Strong play. Kicks in. His kick smothered slightly. It's over the top of the lot and went towards Croswell, who picked up that poor kick. He's from in the back pocket now. Oh, gets around beautifully. And the big crowd here appreciating it. Up towards Waters, Jenkins. And a free kick will be paid for Waters, I beg your pardon, to Potter in the middle of that pack.
Could easily have been paid to Waters too, Butch. Kick now from Potter. It's a good one to the half-forward flank on that outer side. Thompson's there. Big Jones goes with him, taken by Crosswell of Carlton. Crosswell in towards the centre of the ground. Oh, big jerk of Jenkins, almost lost his head there. But Jenkins for Collingwood kicks down forward. McKenna comes out again. He's swamped, however, but he's got the ball. He's appealing for the mark.
He's paid it.
Oh, he couldn't pay the mark. He'd have to ball it up. He's paid it, though.
He's paid it. I don't see why he couldn't pay it, Teddy. I don't see why.
Well, it looked to me as if 2 or 3 players had their hands on the ball first, and it ricocheted off and a Carlton player's hands to McKenna's.
McKenna, who kicked 9 against Carlton in the second semi-final, is 60 yards out directly in front, but he's well offline and one behind results.
Well, that's his first kick for the match. He's the star of this game. With Jesaulenko, 2 brilliant full forwards here, and it's 10 points and no score, Carlton.
Yes, Butch, and I do believe that with both sides, they're still very tensed with their approach in kicking for goal. It's very hurried, and a lot of pressure has been applied.
As you mentioned before, Ted, to run out in front of a crowd like this, it takes a time to settle down. Here's the kick in. Up goes Dean, a chance for Robertson. Down to Price. Price grabbed around the head. No free kick. Snapped up off the ground by Pennell. He's pushing it forward. Taken away from him by Dean. Over to Big Jenkins. He's swamped. And he's holding the ball. Decision there is quite clear. And there's a hand pass. Over to Robertson. Robertson in towards centre half forward. Waters in good position and steady as a rock. Mark Nice goes back for his kick.
The mark and also the free kick around the neck. You cannot have grabbed them around the neck here. It's a free kick.
Hasn't been anything untoward up until now. A lot of feeling between these clubs because of certain things that have happened off the field and, of course, on the field. Thompson comes through there. Oh, Jackson
missed him.
Who was involved in the incident I'm referring to in the second semi-final. He was reported by 4 umpires and got out of the charge. Has the ball now. City Jackson, another former West Australian, kicks deep down into the scoring zone. Big John Nichols went up there. Almost had it. Taken by Terry Waters of Collingwood now. Waters now into the centre of the MCG. The mark taken by Greening. Greening of Collingwood plays on immediately but gets into trouble. Gets out of trouble. Greening looks down forward. Driving towards McKenna. It's McKenna's or Tuddenham's. Up they go. The ball hits the ground. Ball was held. And umpire Don Jolly saw it.
Holding the man whilst not in possession of the ball. A good decision.
Pretty toey, Ted.
Yes, a very good decision by umpire Jolly. Umpiring a little bit distance away. There's Kevin Hall's kick now around the grandstand wing side. Collingwood fly high coming through is Collingwood through. Twiggy Dunn goes for the drop kick up to the full forward position. McKenna's there with Hall. Hall in front, can't gather in the ball. Tuddenham's there, but the ball is hit over the boundary line. Oh, bad push there by Carlton.
And he's paying it.
Jolly will pay it. A free kick.
Sure he noticed it too.
A free kick for a push in the back to Collingwood, going to Britt, number 27, the Collingwood half-forward flanker.
Didn't Tuddy pimp very quickly too. Oh, Brett is on a very acute angle, hard up against the boundary line, kicking to the scoreboard in goal. This will need to be a mighty kick. It's on its way.
Cross goal.
Cross goals out of bounds on the full in the forward pocket for Collingwood on the outer side. Bert Thornley to take the kick.
I don't think he should have had a shot then.
Thornley now drives out towards the half-back flank on that outer side. They fly high. Here's Wayne Richardson with the ball. Richardson now hooks it around towards centre half forward. And big Tomo, Len Thompson is waiting there. And he would be 50 yards out directly in front.
This is a fellow that was under a cloud all the week, Mike, with injury, but he's done the job to date.
Thompson kicking to the scoreboard end. There's a kick on its way. He'll get the distance, but accuracy is offline. They fly high. Jenkins will be paid the mark.
No doubt. 12 minutes gone in this first quarter. It's all Collingwood.
Collingwood have attacked incessantly. I think on only one occasion, Carlton have had the ball up in their forward zone. Jenkins on a most acute angle takes his kick. The result of this, the goal umpire's in a position to see, and 1 point results again.
Gee, they're wasting some good play.
1-5, Alan.
Well, Butch, there was not much he could have done about that. He had to have a shot.
True. And under that circumstance, I'd say yes, he was entitled to have a shot.
But Carlton have passed the centre twice in the first 12 minutes of play.
Normally these quarters run to the 30 minutes, 25 minutes plus time on. There's the kick in. Players off. Roswell moved in nicely. Hand pass to Robertson. Robertson plays from the centre half-back position. Deep out onto the opposite wing. O'Callaghan racing for that ball. Wins clearly and kicks it back into the centre. Price on his own. Gives it to Tuddenham. Tuddenham plays through the middle. Up towards full forward and McKenna. And here we play the mark.
Nice piece of football.
I'll tell you fellas something now. Collingwood are playing as if they know the premiership's theirs. They feel it.
Well, Mike, it's still only very early in the match.
But Collingwood are playing confidently. Peter McKenna. He is about 35, 40 yards out on the slight angle. It's on its way. It looks pretty good for me. It's right through the centre. Second goal of the match to Collingwood, and that's their second. And we are going on 14 minutes into the first quarter of the 1970 Grand Final.
And no score, Carlton. Look at that crowd.
Would you agree, Butch, that Carlton are not showing the fanaticism and the pressure that they applied in the second semi?
Well, Collingwood are definitely dominating this game.
There's a bounce now in the centre, picked up by O'Callaghan, kicked back to the centre, done for Collingwood onto his left foot, kicks it to the half-forward line. Thompson flies high, he drops the mark, Mackay comes out, Gallagher the rover, number 10. He swings to his right boot, kicks it up where Silvani's sitting underneath. Umpire Jolly calls play on. Oh, big punch by the Carlton half-forward, picked up by Collingwood.
Adamson now gets his kick further downfield, down towards centre half-forward. But they're out of trouble as Ian Robertson has marked. Robertson now drives down for Carlton. It's a magnificent kick. Jesselenko's in there. Jesselenko bundled over. Picked up by Potter. Potter of Collingwood. A hand pass taken by Max Richardson. He's grabbed by Thornley of Carlton. And he goes right across the face of goals. Does Max Richardson, and he's put it out of bounds on the full.
Well, nowhere else to go.
Oh, it's still a Cardinal sin that didn't cross the face of goal.
It was bad football, Michael.
It was a desperation move, which proved one thing: he couldn't kick left foot.
He also had nowhere else to go. So he really had the odds against him, Max Richardson.
What price Jackson here for this?
Sid Jackson, hard up against the boundary line, kicking from the outer side to the Richmond end goal. If anybody can do it, this fella can, I'll tell you. It's on its way, it's dropping a little bit short in the goal square. Big Nichols appeals for the mark, but it's called play on, and it's forced over the boundary line in a forward pocket for Carlton on that outer side. Would you have paid the mark, Butch?
No.
Right, throw-in takes place. Carlton's forward pocket. Nichols, number 2, gets up there. Dunn, number 12, goes over the top. A chance for Tuddenham. He shepherds here, but the ball is over. Greening can't do much about it. There'll be a throw-in. Still in that forward pocket. Nichols and Dunn once again. Nichols too strong, taken by Gallagher of Carlton. He snaps in at the big ones, waiting there as Eakins. He's almost bundled over, however. A chance for Clifton, a full-back. It's forced close to the goals, but it's across to Tully of Collingwood. Tully now out to the half-back flank on that outer side. They fly high. Crosswell's in that lot. Didn't get this one. Jones appeals for it for Carlton. Taken by O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan out of the wing position on that outer side. Gould is racing for it, but over it goes, and there'll be a throw-in on the wing position on that outer side.
Ted, I reckon they're defending the wrong flank.
I'd go right down the middle with these conditions, Butch.
Definitely.
Down the middle.
That was a waste of play there. Up goes Jones and Thompson. Down it comes. Chance there for Mackay, but Britt got it and wildly hand passed it. It's punched in towards centre half forward. Gould comes through. Oh, player tackle there was Wayne Richardson, and it's a free kick to Wayne Richardson. Number 2 of Collingwood. The vice-captain and a great little player, has had a fine season here in Victoria. There's McKenna leading. Wayne Richardson's gone for the long one though, right over the top, and Jenkins has dropped in behind him and marked. Wait, a bit testy there, but Jenkins took it very coolly. Now he's on an angle about 30 yards out.
Collingwood are playing to a very good plan on their forward line, with McKenna leading right up the ground. If he's covered, the big kick is going to Dunn or Jenkins resting in the forward pocket. Jenkins comes in, has his shot for goal. It's a drop punt kick. The goal umpire standing there. 1 point the result again to Collingwood. Had many chances up forward.
Wasting these kicks, Teddy, although none of them have been terribly easy.
Carlton yet to score. Collingwood 2-6-18 to Carlton, yet to put a score on the board.
Still a little bit testy. No, neither side has got a flow-on play yet. There's the kick deep out to the flank. Gould in good position, but Mackay over the top of him takes the mark.
Glorious
His teammate.
mark, this fellow. Number 43 for Carlton. Kicks in towards the centre. Dunn goes for it there, but through comes Robert Walls. He'll be paid it. Walls now skips around, kicks down over centre half forward. Jesselenko comes out, has the ball knocked away by Clifton. Here they go after it. A chance here for Dean of Collingwood. He gets a ball across here towards Tully. It's off the side of Tully's boot. It'll go out. No!
Yes, only just.
I was just about to say it'll go out on the full. But just as I opened my mouth, it dropped short and landed inside the boundary line. It'll be a throw-in on Carlton's half-forward flank on the member stand sign. Up they go. Dunn gets a tap down. Wayne Richardson takes it, runs into trouble. Adamson almost loses his head. To Price, to Dean of Collingwood. Dean now up to the half-forward flank. This is swinging off this time. I went off too
good
early.
play.
This time she's out on the full.
And Mulcair to take the kick in. Mulcair kicks up towards centre wing. Dunn in good position from behind. Dropped the mark though, down to Gallagher. Backed up nicely by Dean, who was shouldered aside there by Pennell. Pennell to Gallagher. Gallagher's kicking towards centre half forward, and a good mark taken there by Robert Walls. He hand passes to Crane. Crane gets around onto the left foot, goes back on the right foot. The kick smothered by Greening. He recovers nicely. The kick smothered again. This is tackling very fiercely. Max Richardson gets it, kicks into the centre. Croswell on his own mark.
Oh, Collingwood are applying pressure.
15-yard penalty here for holding the man and stopping him from playing on, and a good decision by umpire Jolly.
Yes, go along with that.
Kick up towards full forward, and no, Jolly has decided the kick must be taken again.
What about Jolly's umpiring so far, Teddy?
Haven't been able to fault it yet, Mike. He's umpiring up the middle of the ground, and he hasn't made a mistake as yet. If anything, he's making sure the players hold these marks before he pays them.
Croswell now kicks down forward. Jesselenko's in that lot. Nichols comes out there, but Graham Jenkins takes a towering mark for the Magpies in defence.
Michael, that was his body weight that got that mark for him. He pushed the two players way out in front of him.
Kick in towards the centre of the MCG. They fly high, taken by Tuddenham, who's in everything. Tuddenham now up to the half-forward flank on the member stand side for Collingwood. Waite comes out for Carlton. Hand passes to Pennell. Pennell fumbles. Dean is there for Collingwood. Tries to get away with the ball, but he gets a free kick. He was manhandled. Dean, a hand pass across here to Dunn. Dunn of Collingwood, a drop kick down forward. Here's McKenna moving in. Up he goes. They're all over him like the rash. Over the line she goes. There'll be a throw in Collingwood's forward pocket on the member stand side.
They're doing it
Waters
easy.
messed that up, Ted.
They're doing it easy, Collingwood. Carlton not applying the same pressure they did in the second semi up to this stage.
Down she comes towards Tuddenham. Waters chips in there. Knocked out the way by Croswell. Oh, there'll be a ball up. There's nowhere to go, and the umpire had no option but to declare a ball up. Only about 30 yards out from the Collingwood goal. Thompson taps it down beautifully to Max Richardson. Richardson down forward. There they go again. Hall and McKenna. McKenna almost pulled it in, but he's battling on. A hand pass to Con Britt. Britt for Collingwood. Puts it through.
It's just 6 points to Collingwood.
Great play, Ted.
Nice piece of football by Peter McKenna. Jockeyed for position with Kevin Hall. Found himself in trouble. Handball to Britt, who made no mistake. In a better position than McKenna. That's good teamwork and straight through. Collingwood 3-6-24. Carlton yet to score.
Which perhaps people watching through Channel 7 on our associate stations in New South Wales may be thinking that Carlton's only out there to make up the numbers, but this isn't so.
No, you're kidding about that. This is still a contest. There's Jenkins hitting down. Potter, his centre half-back, has it. Held, but gets away with it. A punch again by Greening. They're playing on well. Collingwood. Waters comes through. They're showing remarkable pace. A hand pass back to Greening. Greening's kicking towards Britt. He smothers the ball. Gets around onto the left foot. The kick smothered. Gill comes through as safe as houses this fellow and kicks into the centre of the ground. Robert Walls moves through. He's tackled, taken to the ground, and it's holding the ball.
Holding the ball.
Lee Adamson to take a free.
You don't agree to
No,
it.
he was ridden to the ground and should have been played the other way.
I
If he
agree with
falls
you.
over, where can the other fella
The
go?
other player rode him to the ground, and that is the rules interpreted by the umpire's coach.
Right. Adamson Jackson now with the ball down towards centre half forward for Collingwood. Thompson couldn't hold it. Wayne Richardson comes in there. Ian Robertson of Carlton dives on top of the ball to stem any further advance from the Magpies.
Remarkably clean game up to now.
Bounce the ball at centre half forward there for Collingwood. Thornley of Carlton comes out with it, puts his left boot into it. Down towards the centre half forward position. Potter of Collingwood couldn't hold the mark. Jackson comes through there. Adamson's after him. Taken by John Nichols, the Carlton skipper. And Big John sinks it down forward on a particularly good kick. Picked up here by O'Callaghan. Jesselenko dives with O'Callaghan. Jesselenko like a ferret, but Crosswell with the ball shoots. One behind.
Oh, pity. It was good play there by Jesselenko to Croswell.
Carlton's first score of the match puts came up after almost 22 and a half minutes of play.
Michael, one thing about this game is sticking out like a nose on your face is the unselfish play by the both teams. Out to Eakins, a nice short pass. He played on nicely out to the wing. Crane in good position will take the mark for Carlton. A long way out from goal.
Carlton desperate for a score. There's his kick now. Crane's up to Big Jones. Big Jones drops the mark. There's a Collingwood pack there. It's kicked out. Collingwood in the van here. Tully coming through. Number 9, the back pocket player. To his left foot to the centre wing position. Oh, the bounce is misjudged. There's Greening, the Collingwood wingman. To his left foot back to the centre of the ground. Britt for Collingwood flies, but coming through is Mackay with a big long kick right up to Jesselenko. And Jones. 28 is Jones who flew for the mark. Umpire Jolly has called play on, and it's been forced through for 1 point to Carlton.
Oh, a bit unlucky there. What did you think, Michael?
Well, I don't know. I thought Eakins might have been unlucky too.
Yes, yeah. Well,
Well,
probably
the
the play
game's
was
been
probably
played.
the best decision there. But most important, Clifton now to kick in. This boy, a young fellow, most improved player in the league, in my opinion. Kick goes into the centre. Jenkin and Nichols. Nichols got his hands to it. Down to Tuddenham. Silvani picks up. Snaps it back towards full forward. And the mark to Jesselenko. Well, he's a great player, this fellow. Originally from Canberra. As a youngster, and he's a wizard, I can tell you.
Well, people watching through CTC 7 in Canberra will be watching, of course, Alex Jesselenko's progress today. He's a great player. Only about 25 yards out, directly in front. Jessa kicks it all. It's offline, I feel, though. 1 point results.
Oh, went at that very awkwardly.
Well, Teddy, you'll agree with me. Jesselenko hurt his ankle in last week's preliminary final against St Kilda. He was in a bit of doubt during the week, but he's out there today. Of course, Jesselenko half fit is probably better than anybody else fully fit.
Yes, I'd play him. There's no doubt about that. He's a good player, but he has been off target early in all games.
Clifton now kicks out from the Richmond end. The pack go for it, but it's Little Jackson coming out for it. Jackson now kicks down forward. They set themselves. A ball knocked away. A chance here for Collingwood to get out of trouble. Max Richardson has it. Tackled by Thornley. Through they come. Big Graham Jenkin with the ball. Max Richardson of Collingwood will take the free.
Oh, I'd have given it the other way.
Well, so would a lot of the crowd here too, I can tell you. Not a bit happy with that decision from umpire Don Jolly. Max Richardson tries a short one in here. He's looking for Tuddenham, but it's touched, but Tuddenham still came out with the ball. Down towards Terry Waters. Waters has marked. The expected fireworks haven't developed as yet. Down towards Twiggy Dunn. Oh, Dunn gets buffeted, but plays on immediately. Shoots at the big ones. It's across the face. They fly again. Kevin Hall of Carlton comes out with the ball. A beautiful player, Hall. And look at this kid go. Hall, he's almost run half the length of the ground. Kicks to the wing position on the outer side. Nobody able to take the mark. Jackson's there again. A miraculous player, and he will get the free kick.
Definite free kick. In going for the ball. And I noticed Tuddenham sitting a kick behind the play. Right on Jackson's kick. In goes Big Jenkin. Down to Tuddenham. Tuddenham's left foot kick goes down to Price. Price, ducking and weaving. He's gone.
On the back.
And play on. Up towards centre half forward. Dunn, Gould. Waters moves through very strongly. Hand passes wildly though. Mackay snaps it up. A scrambling kick into the centre, and Tuddenham there again, trying to position his kick, but gets it smothered. Thompson in the middle of the pack, and also Dean. Down towards Nichols and Mulcair. Nichols takes the hand pass. Oh, a bad one. Puts it back into towards Collingwood's forward line. Thompson well shot there by Greening.
Free kick.
But the umpire has penalised.
A free kick to Crane.
Would you play it?
Yes, definitely. An infringement behind play.
Crane from centre half back. Out towards bad kick, and Greening dropped in nicely and took it as coolly and calmly as you like. Slams the ball into the forward line. Up they go, and Wayne Richardson plays on from the forward pocket. He's on an angle. 1 point over.
Ted Whitten, would you agree with me? Carlton are settling down. They're starting to play football now.
For the last 5 or 6 minutes, I'd agree, Mike, but
very
up until
slow
that
out of the
stage, they've
blocks.
been very slow. There's his kick now, Kevin Hall, out to Vin Waite, number 30, the back pocket player. Still play on. Terry Waters picks up over to McKenna, but players at scrambly football picked up by Carlton. Out to Pennell, number 15. He misjudges the flight of the ball, picks it up. Out to Gallagher, the rover, number 10, to his right boot. Looking for Carlton. But Collingwood through Teddy Potter. The centre-half back, number 3 in your screen, goes to the big kick, looking for Thompson. Nelly found him, Mackay, 43. Will be paid. The free kick, if anything.
Free kick, definitely.
Right, Mackay kicks to the wing position on the member stand side. They fly high. The ball comes here to Dunn. Dunn now kicks deep down into the forward zone. Thompson's in that lot. They fly high. No mark, however. Mulcair of Carlton comes out with the ball, but doesn't hold it for long. Wayne Richardson kicks in here and finds his brother Max Richardson, who would be 50 yards out directly in front.
And don't they play well together, these two?
Beautiful understanding.
It's not exactly, Michael, that's a good thing to say, because it's not brotherly love, it's good football.
Max Richardson now kicking up to the scoreboard and goal. It looks
at
pretty
this.
healthy from here, but it's offline. And 1 point results.
It's got to be a breeze across that.
Right,
goal.
I was just about to say that, Alan. There must be a breeze blowing from the outer side of the ground across the goal face there.
No doubt. 3-8 to 3 points.
Collingwood still doing it very easy.
Now, which is the scoring end?
I would say the scoreboard end, Mike.
Right, well, Nichols won the toss and kicked to the other end. Carlton giving Collingwood the advantage in the first quarter, but let's see, McKenna has marked.
Beautiful left foot pass.
What a player.
Can't pass the ball at all, can he?
Oh, what a beautiful footballer Richardson is.
McKenna has kicked one. He's about 20 yards out on a slight angle. Coming up now, he's kicked this. He's put this right through the centre. No worries.
Michael, they've had 12 scoring shots to 3, you know. This is a tremendous advantage to start in the final, even though 4-8 is not excellent kicking. Most of their scoring shots have been difficult.
There's Ron Barassi there. He's just left that position. That's where he normally sits. But he's down on the fence now. He alternates between the seat on the fence and up in that particular position we showed you. Up they go. Dunn goes in there with Nichols. The ball comes down here, taken by Wayne Richardson. He's met, however, taken by Potter of Collingwood. Potter up forward, and John Gould has marked. It's about his first kick, isn't it?
Yes, that's his first kick.
Been quiet. From centre-half back now. Kicking towards the centre-half forward position. Up they go, and no mark. Down it comes. Richardson gets it, kicks it up towards the flank. Waters came in, spoiled Jenkins again there. Gould came through, gave it to Mulcair. Mulcair kicks in towards centre-half forward. The siren sounds to end the first quarter of the Carlton Collingwood 1970 Grand Final.
With the scoreboard at quarter time reading, Collingwood 4-8-32, Carlton 3 behind. Don Jolly holds the ball aloft, comes in bouncing it, starting the second quarter of the 1970 Grand Final at the MCG, Carlton and Collingwood. Here we go with the scoreboard reading, Collingwood 4-8 to Carlton 1-3. Carlton now into attack. Jackson takes a mark on the half-forward flank on that outer side. Carlton in the second quarter will be kicking up to the scoreboard end. Butch Gale.
And Jackson goes for a long punt kick in towards full forward. Out they go. Had to be Clifton's mark or free kick, but he's allowed it to play on. Price was in there, couldn't get it away. Jezelenko, the wizard that he is in real trouble. Tackled by Adamson, and Jolly will come in and bounce the ball. A good decision.
The Canberra Conjurer.
Yes, for sure. Adamson takes this hit out nicely. Kicks safely out towards the flank, but finds Robertson of Carlton. Deep on the outer wing. Carlton now kicking towards the scoreboard end, and we'll see what advantage this wind has. Oh, look, a beautiful kick, but he's hit Waters in the hands and dropped it.
Oh, there's a free
Robert
kick.
Walls will get the free kick.
That was for a push in the back. The centre-half forward for Carlton, Robert Walls.
A long way out from goal. If he kicks this, it'll be a mighty one. It's a big punt kick. It'll find the end of the square in front of the goal. Up they go. And
Clifton.
Ball up. Ball up in the 10-yard square.
fair decision.
It was a split vote by the umpire.
In goes Big Jones, hits out nicely, but Adamson came through, tackled by Jackson.
Whoa!
And could have been a free kick, 2 free kicks there. Gallagher will get his.
Gallagher 20 yards out on only a very slight angle, and this looks like Carlton's first goal of the match coming up.
And they need one too, Mike. There's no shadow of doubt about that. To be in this game, they want scores on the board, not behinds, but goals.
Gallagher comes up now. He's a left foot kick, kicking to the scoreboard and goal. Put it through. There's Carlton's first goal of the 1970 Grand Final, 2 minutes into the second quarter.
Well, could that be some indication, Butch, of to which end the wind is favouring here? Because Collingwood certainly did score right from the very outset in the first quarter. Now Carlton's turn in this quarter.
I feel that, Ted, the distance they got with their kicks there indicated that the wind is definitely favouring the scoreboard end. We've decided on that factor, 4-8 to 1-3.
Now we're getting into business. There they go. Nichols in the ruck there with Jenkins. Silvani goes up, taps it down, but it's taken by Dean of Collingwood. Dean a long one down forward. There's McKenna. McKenna's marked.
Oh, great play. He fooled Hall then.
He's kicked 2. He would be 35 yards out on only a slight angle, kicking to the Richmond end goal. Peter McKenna. Up he comes, a school teacher. It's on its way, and he's taught them a lesson here, right through the centre. That's his third.
What a very strong mark he took, Butch, because I felt that Hall didn't try to outmark him, but tried to play defensive by punching it away, but it was just too strong a mark.
3 minutes into the second quarter. Comment from Alan Gale.
Oh, this is settling down now into a good game. I think that first quarter was a bit of a tense affair. 5-8 to 1-3, and players now starting to look for each other, which is most important. Every kick means something. Jenkins hits down Waters. Waters grabbed and slung, and he'll get the free kick in the centre of the MCG in front of this magnificent crowd. Could be a 15-yard penalty here, and it's about time he paid.
Yes, we might explain too, for those people interstate who haven't seen Australian rules, if a player holds up play, he can be penalised 15 yards. There they go, down forward for the Magpies. Out they come. McKenna is pushed away from the ball. Picked up here by Mackay. Mackay struggles his kick out, but Barry Price of Collingwood's waiting there. Price looks further downfield. A nice long drop kick down there. McKenna! He's playing it.
No worries, it has to be a mark or a free kick. The Carlton player grabbed McKenna's arm in the air, and Hall is complaining about it, but McKenna gets the free 20 yards out.
And Don Jolly explaining what happened to him. He's kicked 3, McKenna, 20 yards out, directly in front to the Richmond end goal. The concentration as he comes up, it's on its way. He steered this one though, and 1 point results.
Well, that's a bad miss, Mike, and he looks very disgusted with himself.
Teddy, he didn't kick it, he tried to steer it.
Yes, he didn't follow the kick through.
Jesaulenko did the same thing early in that first quarter. I noticed a trainer out to Thompson then, Michael, who doesn't look as fit as he should be to me.
Look, now don't talk rubbish. I've had a good look at Thompson. I've spoken to him before the game. And you've had it happen to you. Any athlete's had it happen.
Have a look at him.
He was rubbed down with the wrong sort of liniment, and he's got pimples and that on one thigh, and you know how aggravating that can be. It's Collingwood into attack now. Greening comes through there. He's unloaded by Barry Gill. Big John picks up. He's grabbed by Tuddenham. Oh, and Tuddenham and Big John.
Look at this.
Free kick to Britt, and a little bit of jostling going on. Jolly and Nera, the man on the spot, taking charge, and Britt will take this free kick.
Look at Tuddenham trying to get Gildy in. John Gill with his long hair.
Well in control, Don Jolly. That could have been a very nasty incident, Mike.
Oh, things starting to liven up here now.
This is what the public want to see.
Britt's kicked 1 goal. He's on an angle. He's kicking from the member stand flank. And those darn streamers, why they don't get rid of them? Oh, yes. And some fools are throwing them out while he's trying to kick.
Look at this, the police now.
Britt now. It's on its way, but I think the streamers really put him off. It's close to the goals, but it's through for 1 behind only.
Ridiculous situation where fools can interfere with a premiership match.
Well, I can't see with a big organisation like the Melbourne Cricket Club why they haven't got somebody with a right to get them off.
It's ridiculous situation.
Surely 2 men would have that cleaned up in no time.
Go along with you, Mike, for sure.
Hall now takes his kick from the Richmond end. A chance here from Jenkins of Collingwood. He's marked all right. And Temple's getting frayed out there now.
There's Collingwood getting more confident every minute.
Could be a blow-up any given moment. It was almost
Look
one
at this.
before a magnificent kick down forward. Dunn's there, but she's fought through for another behind to Collingwood.
It's a great kick.
The thing that's starting to show up here, Ted, is that Carlton are defending all the time.
Under pressure.
Frustration. I believe that's what the case is at this stage. Big John must exert some influence on the game. There's Kevin Hall kicking out now to the member side stand. Gould is their number 11. Greeny, it's kicked out to Gary Crane, the wingman for Carlton. He swings to his right boot. It comes around with Barry Price, and also Jesselenko being moved out from the full forward position to centre-half forward, and the ball goes out of bounds for a throw-in right in front of our commentary position.
And that shot came from our camera down there at ground level, which gives you the player's point of view of what's happening out there. Big Jones knocks it away. It goes to Gallagher of Carlton. Gallagher now in towards centre-half forward. They move in for it. They fly high. No mark. Robert Walls is after it. Clifton comes out with the ball. He's grabbed, but Clifton gets away for Collingwood. Clifton down towards centre-half forward. Here's a race for the ball. Dunn traps it. Dunn gets around under his left boot. He shoots at the big one.
Look at this.
A left footer through.
Oh, great play. Oh, boy. Now, that fella kicked it with his left foot, and he's a natural right footer. Came through, had to trap the ball, bounce it, and cock it over his shoulder for a 50-yard goal. 6-11 to 1-3.
8 minutes into the second quarter of the 1970 Grand Final. Traditional rivals out there, Carlton and Collingwood.
The year of the Magpie, and the way they're playing, it could easily be at the finish because they have a very great lead.
They feel it, don't they?
My word, they do. They're playing like that.
Long way to go yet.
There's
What's Gale?
As the hit out, Waters took it. He's playing very well. Up here towards Barry Gill and Tuddenham. Tuddenham pushed Gill over. It's down to McKenna. McKenna struggles at the woods. Through. Another left footer. And Collingwood really tearing away. He's kicked 4 goals, McKenna, you know.
He's kicked 4 goals, number 6, the full forward for Collingwood. Kicked 126 goals to break a record at Collingwood this year, and kicked 8 in the second semi, and here he is already, kicked 4 in the grand final today.
Scoreboard 7-11 to 1-3, and it's 9 minutes played in the second quarter. Normally these quarters go 30 minutes.
Collingwood well on top.
Oh, well on top. They're doing it on the bit. But there's still a lot to be done in this match yet. Jenkins hits down. Croswell couldn't get it. Greening scrambles. Croswell came through again. Waters playing a very sensible captain's game. A punch over the head by Price. It's down to Mulcair. He's kicked scrambled. Mackay gets it. From centre half back. Out towards the wing. Britt moves through nicely. Playing a cunning game, this fellow. Bounces once and steps around. There's a player down at centre half forward. It's Thompson. The kick goes in towards the forward pocket. Dunn hesitated for it. Lost his opportunity and the ball trotted out of bounds. Thompson in trouble at centre half forward.
Bit of a misunderstanding between McKenna and Dunn there in the forward pocket.
Here's the hit down. It's punched away by Mackay. Out towards the flank. Gill struggling it. Wayne Richardson through very nicely came Mackay. Fumbled the ball though, and Carlton are fumbling. The kick up towards centre half forward. Jesselenko flies high for it. And a chance for Lee Adamson. Up by Jesselenko. A left foot kicking towards full forward. Tully there, but streaking through very nicely came Clifton. His kick goes in towards the centre of the ground.
They fly high. Gould went up a mile. Came down with the ball, but didn't mark it, but managed to control it. Gould down forward now. Up they go. Robert Walls has marked. And got it the hard way.
You can say that again.
Could easily be a 15-yard penalty, but umpire Jolly, well in command, will not allow the 15 yards, and the kick will be taken from where it was
25
received.
yards out. 25 yards out, Robert Walls. Directly in front, kicking to the scoreboard end goal. Up he comes. Carlton leading goals. It's on its way. It looks pretty good, but it's one verse, one goal. Gee, when that goal umpire hesitated, I thought it might have swung off because it was swinging.
He did run across, Mike. 7-11, 18 shots to 5. Collingwood well in control.
And a badly needed goal, that one for Carlton.
11 minutes into the second quarter.
Ball back in the centre. Thompson limping around a little. Appears to cop one in the back. Up goes Jenkins. Hits down nicely. Chance there for Tuddenham, but he was swamped. And the free kick will go to Carlton's Roberts. He plays on from the centre. Out to Gould. Gould in trouble though. And in real trouble now. Drops the ball, but play on. Silvani comes through, tries to save it, gets the left foot kicking in towards centre half forward. Robert Walls comes out, taps it over to Jackson. Jackson tackles solidly by Waters, and the free kick will go to Jackson.
Trip.
Yes, a definite trip.
An accidental one.
Unintentional trip. But during the course of play, these things do happen, and umpire Jolly again was right in the correct position to see and pay the free.
Now this fella's a great kick. He'd be at least 50 to nearly 60 yards out. And Nichols in the square calling for him to have a shot. And he can really boot a ball, this fella. A drop kick.
And he's favouring the drop kick. It's a beautiful drop kick, but it's offline into the pocket. Up they go. Clifton knocks it away from Bert Thornley. Over the line, there'll be a throw-in the forward pocket for Carlton on the member stand side.
Clifton doing a great job, Mike.
There they go, Nichols and Jenkins. Nichols gets a tap down. Crosswell couldn't pick it up. Nichols dives on top of the ball. Forces it out here towards Crosswell. Crosswell trying to kick it off the ground. Eakins of Collingwood there. Back it comes. Gallagher! Gallagher's put it through. A lucky one, but nevertheless, he got the ball quickly to his boot, and he's kicked two, Adrian Gallagher. And we are 12 and a half minutes into the second quarter. Comment, Butch Gale.
Just makes a difference, Ted, as to a quick goal and another one.
Yes, well,
this is getting a very interesting situation now.
Well, it certainly is, and Carlton no doubt need these goals. I felt in that infringement there that Croswell could easily have been paid a free kick, but there was a wall of players in the right in front of Don Jolly, who apparently missed that one, but fair enough, it was a goal.
Comment from Mr. Football, Ted Whitten. Back in the centre, Don Jolly in control, bounces the ball, up they go, Dunn gets a tap down, it goes to Tuddenham, he runs into a bit of trouble, Tuddenham still going, a chance here for Waite of Carlton to clear, Waite gets it up towards centre half forward, the players sit themselves, Jesselenko couldn't hold it, but he butters up as usual, Jesselenko down forward, here's a go for the Blues, Big John there, and this will go through, it's bounced through.
No, the umpire said no. He's played a free kick against Nichols.
I agree with it.
A shrewd move by Nichols.
Yes.
Shrewd move, it was worth the try.
It was well worth the try because no umpire could have kept up with it. He was well behind play.
No
Eakins
score.
kicks out.
Free kick to Eakins. Out he goes to the half-back flank on the outer side. Through comes Dunn of Collingwood. Dunn of Collingwood now kicks in towards the centre. Over the centre it goes to the centre half-forward position almost. Thompson coming through there with Mackay. Thompson still going. Has possession now. He hooks it around though. Who's he looking for there? Could be Max Richardson, but the ball goes past him. And Gary Crane comes in for Carlton. He goes to the ground, and there's a struggle in the centre. Silvani will take the free.
Max Richardson. No, actually, what fooled you there, Mike, was Jolly didn't indicate the direction. That was definitely Max Richardson.
Silvani was going to take it. Silvani fooled me.
Yeah, well, he was cheating. From the centre, Max Richardson. Ball looking for the pass to McKenna. It's too high. A chance for Wayne Richardson, and he's marked, and he's paid that. Held it long enough. Now he'd be easily 60 yards out on a slight angle, but he can certainly shoot for goal, this little fella.
I felt the pass was to McKenna, Butch.
It was to McKenna, it was too high, but good play by Wayne Richardson to drop in behind him, Ted. Coming up for the kick, a very important kick this. Got under it slightly.
Oh, it's not a bad kick.
Beautiful goal for Wayne Richardson. That was the most important one, Ted, I felt, with Carlton getting a bit of a run on there.
Yes, they started to get back into the game, and they certainly needed to do so, but Collingwood have proved that goals can be scored both ends of the ground, which Carlton failed to do in the first quarter. There's the bounce now. Nichols and Dunn up. Dunn gets the punch to Robinson. Punched away there by Collingwood. Max Richardson, but it's Pennell who picks it up, kicks it down to Eakins. Eakins comes through, can't handle the ball. It's Croswell, number 17, the Carlton half forward. Straightens up on his right foot. Has a hurried kick for goal, but out of bounds it goes in the forward pocket of the Carlton side with another throw-in to take place.
Teddy, up in that particular pocket, there does seem to be a gust of wind coming now and again and taking the ball offline.
Fair enough, Mike. There's a throw in now. Jones and Dunn. Jones in front tries to get it behind. It comes to the ground. Ooh. Gallagher's there. Oh, there's a wall of players there wrestling for the ball. Silvani, number 1. Umpire Don Jolly will bounce the ball.
Tully had the ball, but he couldn't go anywhere. Bounced the ball only about 30 yards out from the Carlton goal. Taken by Max Richardson. A very hurried kick. Forces it out to the half-forward flank. Britt got a push in the back, but the umpire was unsighted, and there'll be a throw-in.
Hurried kick was right, Mike. He needed to be in a hurry.
Boy, there they go. Big Jones gets in amongst them all. Taps it down. Gallagher's got the ball, and we'll get a free kick.
In the back, Mike.
Gallagher now from the flank, kicking in towards full forward. Jackson in the middle of the pack flies. Eakins comes through and takes a very fine mark in defence. He plays right across the ground looking for Dean. Dean marks.
Oh, it's about to go too.
Yes. In fact, they're taking the risk on all occasions. Oh, bad pass. Puts it into Crane's chest, right in the centre of the MCG.
Good honest player, Gary Crane. His kick now deep down into the forward zone. Halls is in there, has the ball knocked away through. They come. Jesselenko's in there, pushes the ball in front of him. Clifton's out there.
Whoa.
And a hand pass out here. It goes out towards O'Callaghan. Whoa, he's unloaded by Jesselenko. It's on the wing position, picked up by Robertson of Carlton. From the member stand flank, he drives one deep down towards Jones and Eakins. Tully comes in but takes the ball over the line with him. There'll be a throw-in.
Jones needs to lift his game, Ted.
Yes, and Jesselenko to centre half forward. Robin Walls to full forward for Carlton.
In the forward pocket for Carlton, that throwing. Tudman comes through for the Magpies. Couldn't pick it up. Kick off the ground here. Sends it towards... Oh! Dennis O'Callaghan got one then. But the ball is forced out of trouble by Potter. Up towards the centre of the MCG. Gould comes out with it. It's on the half forward flank for Carlton on the member stand side. Through they come. Ian Robertson is there. Grabbed by Tudman. And the free kick is going against Tudman.
What do you think? Rose is going mad on the bench there.
I agree
Rose,
with
the
him.
coach of Collingwood, not very happy. Robertson now, his kick close to the boundary line as they go for it. Thornley couldn't pull it in. There'll be a throw-in.
Michael, they're absolutely right about that breeze. It's blowing right across the face of goal into that pocket. Did you see the way that ball
Yes,
went?
there's no doubt about that.
Up they go. Nichols couldn't quite get it. Jackson tried to snap it off the ground, but it's going to be Nichols' free kick. Don Jolly missed that, otherwise it could have been a 15-yard penalty in Nichols' favour. Now he'd be a long way out. You'll just get it as the camera comes up. Greening on the mark. He's got to have a shot. Looks good, but slightly offline for another point to Carlton. 3-4 to 8-11. Collingwood well in charge, but Carlton seems to me to be settling down a little bit more now. 20 minutes played in the second quarter.
Look at the short ones here. From Clifton out to Eakins in the forward pocket. The Carlton forward pocket ruckman not picking up the back pocket ruckman of Collingwood. Eakins has the ball in the back pocket now. Goes for the big kick around the centre wing position. Players are there, Nichols and Jenkin. The ball comes to the ground. It's punched by Richardson. Picked up here now by Barry Price. Looking for McKenna. McKenna and Hall. McKenna from behind. Tuddenham's there. He misses it. Comes to the ground. Barry Gill goes to the ground once.
McKenna's down.
As the kick to centre of the ground is Dean, who misses a flight of the ball, and umpire Jolly has pulled the game up.
And McKenna's down behind play there.
He received a nasty one there, Mike, and the free kick will go to Dean of Collingwood. He comes in for his kick now, up to the centre half forward position. Big Thompson's there, 6 foot 7 inches of him. It comes to the ground here. Britt picks up the ball. He looks around, dodges, twists, handballs here over to Greening of Collingwood to his left foot. Has a shot for goal. The boundary umpire said, goal umpire indicated it was out of bounds on the forward pocket. Free kick to Kevin Hall of Carlton.
And McKenna looks in real trouble with 3 trainers out there attending to him.
He received a nasty one, Butch.
I think he hit his head on the ground.
There's Hall's kick now. Comes out where Gill goes for the ball. Tapped down here, but Wayne Richardson one bounce to his left boot. Looking for here Tuddenham in the forward pocket. Oh, beautiful mark!
Great mark.
A beautiful, courageous
that's the way to get him,
mark.
Tuddy.
Number 8, the former Collingwood captain.
That's what I meant by that's a good way to break your neck too.
Leslie Tuddenham comes in now. Goes for the big kick. Oh, it's offline. What does the goal umpire say? It's out of bounds on the full.
See, they're peppering this goal, Teddy.
Glorious opportunities, but that swirly, windy conditions here at the MCG could be taking a big effect on these players kicking for goal.
McKenna back on his feet, but still looks a little bit seedy from here.
Yeah, I thought he came down very heavily.
It's
I thought he
Croswell
hit
with
his
the
head
ball.
on the ground, honestly.
Croswell kicks out. Mackay's underneath. Nobody takes possession. Oh, nobody wants the ball at this stage. Silvani, the oldest fellow on the ground, picks it up. It's a free kick to Collingwood. Number 14, the ruckman of Collingwood.
You notice there are a few short ones going in out there
Yes,
too.
getting very testy. Oh, bad kick by Jenkins. Croswell missed it. a chance here for Waite. He misses it too. Pushed aside by Mulcair, racing for it is Waite.
Whoa.
Beautifully shepherded, and a long hand pass to Gary Crane on the centre wing. Oh, player Dean there sprinting for him, but couldn't quite make it. Up to Robert Walls, who's led out to the flank, couldn't quite handle the ball, and it's gone over the line for a throw-in. It's on Carlton's half-forward flank. Scoreboard 8-11 to 3-4. Collingwood leading.
Collingwood keeping the pressure right on. Don't sell the Blues short by any stretch of the imagination. Jackson there couldn't pick it up. It's taken by Peter Jones. A long hand pass by Jones finds Silvani. Silvani a long hand pass, but it doesn't quite come off as Crane couldn't get to it. It's taken by Clifton of Collingwood. Clifton into the centre. He finds Price. Price in a bit of trouble. A hand pass across here towards Dean, but the ball picked up by Max Richardson. Down towards the forward zone. McKenna!
A great mark. Hall declaring that McKenna has pushed him.
Oh, I don't buy that, do you?
Oh, no, I'd definitely pay McKenna this mark.
I agree with Kevin Hall. It probably did push him, but it was 6 of one,
Within the
half a
rule.
dozen of the other.
Within the rule, I think.
McKenna's kicked 4. He's 30 yards out directly in front. It's on its way. There's his 5th.
Well, there's nothing wrong with him now, Tim.
He looks all right. He did go into a pack, Mike, and Butch, and was hit very severely there. Possibly he was winded, but that's his 5th goal. 9-11, 20 shots to Collingwood, 7 by Carlton, trailing by 6 odd goals. 7 goals at this stage. Carlton in diabolical trouble.
Umpire Jolly about to bounce in the middle of the MCG.
Last
Not
time
a pretty
these
game,
teams-
but all good stuff.
Last time these teams met in a grand final, it was Carlton who took out victory. But boy, they've got the job in front of them today as McKenna comes through there. Hall is after him. Whoa! Over the boundary line goes McKenna. The ball now goes to Barry Gill of Carlton. Gill, a hand pass to Gould. Gould of Carlton now drives up towards centre half forward. The big men set themselves up. They go. Big John goes into that pack for Carlton. Oh, tapped across by Waters. Could have been a throw. Taken by Eakins. He's put it over the line on the full.
Could easily have been a throw, but it was a tap. It was a pretty risky one.
I
Mike.
think
Very
he was
hard to
wise
pick.
to have let it go.
I'm not saying it was a throw. I merely said it could have
Could
been.
easily have been.
It could have been interpreted.
Well,
put it that
that's
way.
exactly right.
All right, am I correct now?
That's
Yeah,
right.
well,
Thank
we've
you.
sorted that one out.
Thank you. Ian Robertson. He's a good kick too. Oh, it's deep into the forward zone. Up they go. Yes, Boswell.
He timed that perfectly.
Hasn't
Oh,
he turned it on in the finals, Mike?
He's a mercurial player. He's a great player too.
He's only a baby, you know. 18 or 19?
About that age, yes. He's trying to work out. Puts it about 35 yards out. He's on an angle. He kicks. Oh, he's offline, however.
There's no doubt about that breeze, Mike, after watching that shot. You were right. She is blowing right across the face of goal to the members' side stand.
Not having the best of luck.
9-11, 3-5.
24 minutes gone of the second quarter.
And Carlton needing some goals on the board.
I'll
to
ask
be in this
both of you a question. Teddy Whitten, would you give Carlton away now?
No, not
Would
at
you,
all.
Butch?
Oh, absolutely not.
Right, okay, here we go. Let's settle down again. The ball taken by Gallagher. Gallagher down forward. A chance for Crosswell once again. He's after the ball. He's getting opposition. Look at this. Where can he go?
Holding the ball. Holding the ball against Croswell.
Tully to take the kick.
He had no one to handball to, no one to support him.
This is
Tully,
where-
can this fella kick a ball, Butch?
a mile. There's his
Right, almost into the centre. Butch Gale.
Up they go. No mark. Down to Thompson. A beautiful hand pass to Price. Price dashes through. Passes to McKenna, who's left Kevin Hall for dead. He's 10 yards clear. Fiddling now. He gets around him. Straight into goal. He has a shot.
Oh!
He hasn't missed that by much.
Oh, very close.
Putnam was on his own there. Could have taken the hand pass, but I think he called to McKenna to have a shot.
It was a hurried snap, but it didn't miss by much either.
Oh, he's a terribly accurate kick, this fellow.
And Kevin Hall is in a very awkward position because Barry Price broke from the centre and all McKenna had to do was make a lead and Hall didn't know which way he was going. This is why he was so far
Ted,
behind.
you've played fullback on McKenna, haven't you?
Oh, don't bring it up. There's Kevin Hall's kick now from the full-back position looking for Jones and it comes down to Carlton. Carlton go forward from Gallagher's boot. It comes up to the half-forward line. Jackson with the ball. Out to the brilliant Jesselenko. Jesselenko in no man's land. Looking for Nichols, but Kamiotis, Eakins dashes forward. Out to the centre wing position of Dean. A beautiful pass. Well played, Eakins.
I'll tell you, there used to be an old saying, the Collingwood machine. Well, somebody's oiled it right up for today, I can tell you. There they go in the centre of the MCG.
Free to Carlton to Jones.
Going to big Peter Jones, who wants to sharpen up his footwork. Jones out towards a half-forward flank on the outer side, and Adamson has marked. Lee Adamson there takes his kick back towards centre half forward. Thompson's in that lot, couldn't quite pull it down. Terry Waters tries to struggle it forward. They dive on top of it. A chance for Ian Robertson, taken by Silvani. Silvani into the centre. Price is waiting there for the Maggies, and he's marked.
Good team play by Tuddenham there to call to him and let him take it.
Price now down towards centre half forward once again. There's Big Thompson going up. Gould goes up from behind. Mackay gets a trip too.
Yes, Mackay's free kick. I didn't think he was going to play. It looked like a trip, but he has played it.
It was a trip,
yes.
Ted.
I didn't think he was going to play it, Mike. He was spot on.
Mackay to the wing position on the member stand side. Oh, Jesaulenko, you guilty!
Good Lord.
Alex Jesaulenko. Bring him oxygen. There he goes now. Down forward once again. The players set themselves from behind. Crosswell couldn't pull it down. A chance here though. He's buttering up. Crosswell, a left footer. He drives right across. He's looking for Nichols in that pocket on the outer side. Nichols with the ball, trying to keep it in play. Eakins comes in. They're both over the line for the line. And Eakins was almost in the crowd.
He had an easy seat in the open spaces.
Tell you what, Eakins is taking the risk too much though in coming out for that ball. There's a hit down to Gallagher by Nichols. Popped up high onto the end of the square. They're jostling forward, Clifton and Walls. No mark. It's a play-on decision by the umpire. He'll now have to ball it up.
This is a very difficult game to umpire, I would think, Butch. Not an easy game.
In they go, Big Jenkin and Nichols, or Nichols jumped into Jenkin there, was allowed to. Walls snapped his shot, but it scrambled over towards the boundary line. Jackson tackled by O'Callaghan and the ball forced over the line.
Well, Tuddenham got the call then and quite cagily hit it over his head. But the Collingwood players couldn't go on with it there. Picked up by Jenkin. He's grabbed immediately by Nichols. A chance for Dunn. It's taken away here, and there seems to be a bit of a scramble going on there.
Confusion.
And a few little shoves creeping in. Bounce of the ball, not far out from the Carlton goal. It's taken by Silvani. He's pushed by Tuddenham.
Yes, had to be paid.
In the back.
Had to be paid. Oh, it's going against Carlton. No, it's not. Silvani's free kick. Quite right.
And Don Jolly said to Thornley, now use your head, pal.
We're well into time on here, Michael. Could be a handy score.
Silvani, 40 yards out. Puts it on its way. It's his big ambition to kick a goal. He's done it. He's done it.
It was a nice goal.
Oh, Sergio Silvani, one of the great characters of the game. He's always wanted to kick goals, and he's put one through in the grand final of 1970. The scoreboard, Collingwood 9-12, the Carlton 4-5.
What is that time, Mike?
The time now is 29 minutes into the second quarter.
And not a bad lead for Collingwood at half time if this is the way it's going to finish, Butch, because I feel, as I said last night, that Carlton will make a game of this for 2, maybe 3 quarters, and Collingwood will finish the stronger because of that weak spell they have had.
I don't know, Teddy. I feel that Collingwood have slowed up a little in this last 10 minutes.
Well, they've got a nice lead.
They won't want to slow up too much against Carlton, because if they get the run on Carlton, they can be well in this again. Crane now kicks it out here. Jackson thought that Adamson was all over him like a mustard plaster then. Whoa! And away they go. Through comes Pennell, and they're letting them go from all angles now.
You know what's happening here? Carlton is starting to tackle.
Okay, there's Silvani's kick from the free down forward. Robert Walls goes up there. Couldn't get it. Clifton gets it across to Tully. Tully finesses, gets his kick out towards centre half back. The mark taken there by Twiggy Dunn of Collingwood.
This fella's the best ruckman on the ground.
Yes, I agree with you, Butch. Took the words out of my mouth.
He's had a bit of bad luck too during the week, Twiggy Dunn. His father passed away. Full credit to him. He's able to come out and play well. Thompson goes down forward, a left footer at the big ones. Offline, and 1 point results.
Well, he is in two minds there, whether to have a shot or try for McKenna. Yes. I think he did the right thing under the circumstances.
Have a look at that, 9-13 Collingwood to 4-5.
Well, if you remember the second semi-final, Michael, while Carlton got to within 10 points, it was something like...
Jones.
A lot of points were scored by Carlton. Now there's a free kick going Collingwood's way. Young Dean, is it?
Yep.
Yes.
This fella's going to be one of the best players.
Look at Tuddenham on his own.
Oh, criminal offence.
Not a bad player to leave alone, is he?
Oh, you kidding.
Wouldn't Barassi be tearing his hair out? Barassi, the coach of Carlton. leaving Des Tuddenham there. He's kicked one, Tuddenham. It's a fair way out, and he's on an angle, but he puts this on its way. Two!
There's a real captain's goal there. Real pressure goal there by Desi
That's all it
Tuddenham.
deserved.
Former
Leaving a
captain.
player like him on his own.
I've got to tell you this, as Tuddenham, we've got the cameras on him now, our director Alf Potter. I must tell you fellas this, I was talking to him this morning, or talking to his wife rather, and she told me that he played the whole grand final in his sleep last night, and I said to him, how did you go? He said, in my sleep I kicked 6 goals, 1. Pulled up well.
Gallagher has the ball in the centre, gets round onto his right foot, kicks it towards centre half forward, and Jesaulenko marks. He plays on. Jesaulenko's brought Carlton back into this game, up towards the forward pocket. Eakins, who are taking the risk, flashes out in the back pocket. Look at him, he's got a mile he can run in. His kick in towards Waters. Waters flies high for it. Couldn't quite make it. Down to Gould. Gould gets the kick out towards the wing. A bad kick, and Bean drops in and marks it as the siren sounds for half-time.
And half-time in the 1970 grand final, Collingwood 10-13-73. They've put a deposit on that flag. Carlton 4-5-29. Umpire Don Jolly about to bounce the ball, starting the third quarter of the 1970 Victorian Football League Grand Final, Carlton and Collingwood. Collingwood well in command at this stage. The scoreboard reading, Collingwood 10-13 to Carlton 4-5. What will happen? Hopkins is on for Carlton and Thornley is off. Waite, who's at centre-half back, picks up now. He kicks wide out towards Jackson. Jackson can't get the run of the ball. Lee Adamson knocks it away from him. A chance here for Gould. Oh, Gould goes through like a train. A hand pass across here to David Mackay.
Oh.
Mackay steadies his neck going down behind play as Mackay gets his kick down towards centre half forward. And there's a mark taken by Terry Waters, the Collingwood skipper. Waters now to the wing position. He's looking for Dean. Dean's under the ball and takes a mark. Plays on immediately. Dean now swinging in towards centre half forward. Silvani's there for Carlton and takes a beautifully judged mark.
Under a lot of pressure there too. Hand passes to Crane. Crane from the wing position, tackles solidly, but gets his kick up towards the half-forward flank, and it'll be Callaghan's mark paid. Crowd felt that Croswell could have been given a free kick.
He may have tripped himself actually, Butch. There's a kick now. Jerker Jenkins comes in there for Collingwood, got his hands to it, but out it goes to Silvani. The old master, Sergio Silvani, down towards centre half forward for Carlton. They fly high. Potter of Collingwood comes out with the ball. Potter into the centre of the MCG. Greening of Collingwood with it. Greening wide to the half forward flank on the outer side. There's Tuddenham is on top of the ball. Gill is after him. Oh, Tuddenham finesses around. Gets his kick down here towards Britton. Britton's mark. Oh, Collingwood doing it on the bit at the moment. Ted Whitten, comment from you.
This is where I believe Collingwood should finish on top, Mike, particularly after the first break and after the second semi. There's his kick now up to McKenna, but from behind Paul punches away. It comes to the ground, picked up by Gallagher, the rover for Carlton, looking downfield for a player to take possession. Cannell drops, or Klein drops the mark, over to Gould. Gould runs around, has a left foot kick. But it's out of bounds on the full, and a free kick will go to Teddy Potter, the centre-half back for Collingwood.
Good play by Adamson there to force him wide to the boundary.
Under a lot of pressure, Carlton. Potter goes for the kick. The centre of the ground, centre-half forward. Jenkins, the Collingwood ruckman's in there. It's tapped to the ground. Gould picks it up number 11. One-handed, flashy football, but it's a big kick down to the half-forward line, looking for Jesaulenko. But it's Croswell at his mark. Croswell plays on, gives the ball to Walls. Walls has a long shot for goal. Jones is there, down to Teddy Hopkins, the 19th man. He's stopped for goal, and it throws, put it through. He did exactly the same. There's Teddy Hopkins, the 19th man for Carlton.
2.5 minutes into the third quarter. Can Hopkins bring Carlton back into this 1970 grand final?
He did exactly the same in the second semi-final when Barassi, the coach of Carlton, made the move. He kicked 3 goals and was one of the players that kept Carlton's chances alive.
And it was Carlton's third quarter that put them right into business too, if you remember, in the second semi. Back in the centre, the bounce of the ball. Waters trying to pick it up, couldn't do so. Gould's got him.
It's holding the ball. Gould's free kick.
Oh, look at Carlton. They're playing on it every opportunity. Gould drives down. Jesaulenko's dropped it, but he butters up a left foot snap. This is going to go through, or close to it. No, a mark. Hopkins again.
Gee, that was good play on that kid's part. Snapped it off the back of the pack. Good anticipation.
3.5 minutes into the third quarter, and Hopkins has kicked 2 goals within a minute.
What's that mean? 4-8. Or
Exactly
5
the same.
goals too.
Exactly the same, Butch. It's a repetition of the second semi with Teddy Hopkins. He kicked 3 in the third quarter in the second semi-final.
The messenger out to the back pocket player, minding Hopkins. And he'll be giving a few stern words to Tully.
Wessel made a big difference.
Nothing much he could do about it. It was brilliant football by Hopkins.
Back in the centre, Don Jolly bounces the ball. Jenkins goes for a big knock away, but John Nichols was equal to the task.
Oh, he gave away a free kick.
Right, yes,
Second
but
free.
he almost got away with it. Jenkins now out wide here, and a chance for Greening to take it. Greening of Collingwood with the ball. Boys kick, it's a glorious drop kick about 30 yards out from the big sticks. Up goes Thompson. Through comes Tuddenham. Tuddenham snaps. It's offline, however, close to the boundary line. It's touched over. Oh, declared over on the full.
Yes, I go along with it.
I won't argue, Teddy. Kevin Hall to take it.
Good strong play there by Tuddenham. He's the boy to bring Collingwood back, and they certainly need to keep this lead because you can only relax for minutes, or you can't relax for minutes in this game here. There's the kick done from behind, couldn't mark, but recovered nicely, hooks in towards the boundary line, and a mark to Max Richardson. Deep on a half-forward flank and on an angle. He's going to pass this. Oh, bad kick.
Oh, yeah, pass to somebody in the crowd.
Gary Crane to the centre from Carlton and Robinson to the wing. Mackay has gone to the ruck back pocket for Carlton.
Here's a lot of changes.
Oh, a hand pass by Kevin Hall. A long one too to Silvani. Good play. Silvani kicks into the centre. Reading is sweating on the ball. There he comes through with it. Runs in a bit of trouble. Oh, and over he goes. Their free kick.
Greening's at centre half forward. A good long way out. If he kicks it, he'll have to kick it a mile. McKenna in the square. Greening coming up. McKenna positioning himself. Good, but Hall in front takes the mark. Good play by Kevin Hall, who's been under a tremendous amount of pressure. As Bluey Adams mentioned, McKenna's let out and put a lot of pressure onto Hall. Adds a hand pass to Silvani again. Silvani's kicks high into the centre. Up they go for it. No mark. Down onto the ground. It's a chance for Robertson. Ian Robertson turning right across the centre of the ground out to Croswell. Croswell goes for the mark and he plays on. Oh, he's in trouble and loses the ball. Oh! Tuddenham now. It's holding the ball. Decision to Tuddenham, but I thought he held him a bit high.
Carlton are playing to instruction from Barassi to play on with their handball to open up the game.
Tuddenham now down towards centre half forward. Thompson under the ball. Barry Gill comes through. He can't go anywhere. Through comes Silvani for Carlton. Gets it across here to Pennell. Pennell of Carlton down towards the centre half forward position. Up goes Robert Walls. Couldn't pull it in. Potter of Collingwood comes through. Potter a hand pass to Tuddenham. Tuddenham steadies and a glorious pass by Tuddenham to Greening. Greening back to Tuddenham.
Oh.
Tuddenham gets his kick and he's unloaded. But play on is the call. The ball is driven down towards centre half forward for the Blues. Jones flies high, but waiting there is Terry Waters to take a good mark.
Playing a real captain's game, this fellow. Into Price. Price marks. He plays on. From the centre. One bounce. Looking for McKenna. Bad kick though. Gives it to Dunn. Dunn plays on. And it's reckless football now. A long shot at goal. Offline. And 1 point.
That's where they have trouble, and you're watching this direct through ATN 7 in Sydney, RBN 2 in Wagga, CTC 7 Canberra, TVW 7 in Perth, ADS 7 in Adelaide. And of course the replay from Channel 7 here in Melbourne through BTV 6 Ballarat, BCV 8 Bendigo, GMV 6 Shepparton, AMV 4 Albury, MTN 9 in Griffiths, and of course our very good friends down there in Tasmania who are always with the Channel 7 coverage from Melbourne.
Ian Robertson gets the free kick and kicks up towards centre half forward. Jenkins in good position. Oh, but beautiful mark to Walls right over the top of the pack.
Oh, Barassi's really stirred them up, hasn't he?
Well, it's their only hope, Michael. The last game of the year. This.
Jesselenko couldn't get to it. Taken by Adamson. Adamson a hand pass intercepted by Nichols. Nichols a long hand pass towards Gallagher. But through they come. O'Callaghan is there. Jackson picks up for Carlton. Jackson a left foot snap. Oh, he's got it through.
Beautiful goal by Jackson. Good football by Carlton in this quarter. They have reduced the lead by Collingwood. 10-14 to 7-5. Looks a little bit better from Carlton's point of view. And they certainly are playing on, using the hand ball, possibly overdoing it, but trying to upset Collingwood's play-on game. There's the bounce. Jones gets it down. Oh, pulled from behind by Tuddenham. Oh, Britta was. Free kick going to Teddy Hopkins, a rover for Carlton. Number 7 in the centre of the ground. Goes for the punt kick, torpedo punt, looking for Jesaulenko. Clifton's from behind, punches the ball. Heatkins comes through, misses the ball, and Croswell. Umpire Jolly said it was too high, and will take the free kick.
Boy, are they coming back.
It would be 40 yards out of goal.
Don't tell me another one's going to slip away from the Maggies.
Croswell, number 17 on the half-forward flank. Umpire Jolly telling Collingwood players to get away from the mark. 10 yards distance they must be. He comes in with the drop punt, lines it up. It looks pretty good in transit, and it's right through the middle. There's another one to Carlton. What's that like? They're fourth? They're fourth in this quarter. And a tremendous opening to the second half by Carlton.
2-9 the difference. It's still a good lead, but not forgetting that Collingwood came into this third quarter with a 7-goal 2 lead.
That's right.
Carlton have kicked 4 goals in 7 minutes between the 2.5-minute mark and 9.5-minute mark in the third quarter. There's Silvani with the ball for Carlton. Silvani down towards centre half forward. They fly high. Nobody able to pull it in. They butter up again, but Jackson comes out with it. Jackson a drop kick down forward. Big Nichols is there. The ball is knocked away. Tully comes in for Collingwood. Tully gets a hurried kick out towards the half-back flank on the member stand side. Dean comes out with the ball. Dean now a left foot snap.
Bad kick.
Oh, but it's a wild one, and Robert Walls again. Walls, a quick hand pass to Hopkins. Hopkins in a bit of trouble, but he shoots. He's put it through. That's his third.
It's his
Good
third.
play by Nichols there to let that ball drop through. And I can tell you, Carlton are really back in this. Ted, you said before they are reckless with their play on game, but it's the only thing to do in desperate circumstances.
10.5 minutes gone into the third quarter, and look at the scoreboard.
And Mike, Johnny Gill has gone to the wing for Carlton.
15 points of difference. That's right, check it, right. And there's Carlton going forward. Pennell with the ball. Pennell down towards Hopkins. And now taken by O'Callaghan.
O'Callaghan shifted into the back pocket.
A tighter player, O'Callaghan, too.
A good move by Rose then.
Oh, can Collingwood stem the flow of goals? Waters couldn't get his kick. Through
definite
comes
free
Crane.
kick.
And Crane will get the kick.
Free kick was for
Oh,
danger.
quickly, over it goes to Ian Robertson. Robertson now for Carlton. Drives down towards the big ones. Nichols is there, taps it across very cleverly. They're after it. Robert Walls is in there. Walls now, a hand pass by him. Jackson comes through. Jackson unloaded. Jackson still going. Can't get his kick. He's still going. Through they come. Jesaulenko in there. Potter picks up for Collingwood now. And Potter drives out. He's looking for Waters.
Good steady
And they're
play.
out of that one. Boy, oh boy. Butch Gale.
Terrific play. In towards Price in the centre. Big Jones comes through. Knocks the ball away. Crane, Price. Crane underneath it and gets a free. And the player unloaded there. There's a kick in towards centre half forward. Again, Robert Walls is marked. Great play by Carlton. He steps around Potter. Races into an open goal. A long
Look at
shot.
this.
And it's through.
There's another one.
Oh boy.
Good football, Carlton.
Now you know what we mean, you interstate viewers, by the excitement of this great game.
There's Coach Ron Barassi, right in the corner there of the grandstand. A lot happier coach now at this particular stage. They've kicked, what, Mike, 5 in this quarter? 6 goals in this quarter.
They've kicked 6 goals between the 2:30 mark and the 12-minute mark. What
That's
about
tremendous
that?
opening. There's the bounce down to Silvani. Silvani kicks forward again. Teddy Hopkins, Walls has the ball. A hurried kick forward. Jesaulenko underneath. But over the line it goes for another throw in on Carlton's forward pocket position.
Oh, would you credit this?
Oh, good night, Irene.
It's a throw in the forward pocket. Boundary
Eakins.
umpire.
Eakins reckoned that went out on the full, but he couldn't fool the umpire. In goes Jenkins, hits down. Hopkins has it. He tries to scramble the ball. Jesaulenko shoots.
Oh, look at this.
There's another one. There's the 7th. There's a complete reversal of ball by Carlton. That's complacency set in with Collingwood.
They've kicked 7 goals, Teddy. Carlton have kicked 7 goals in 10.5 minutes.
Well, this is what the public want.
3 points the difference.
And what a change has taken over here at the MCG. Don Jolly bounced the ball. Jones comes down, taps the ball down. It's Carlton.
It's a Collingwood free to Tully. And a well-deserved one at that stage.
And listen to the crowd here.
Oh, talk about the boot being on the other foot now.
Now we can see if Collingwood can come back.
Collingwood have got to attack and do it recklessly, the same as Carlton have done. They defend, they're gone. There's a good mark to Thompson. Good steadying play and a play on. Out towards McKenna and done. Bounced off his chest. Plays on. Held. No free kick. He'll get it one now. Whoops. Now,
Yes,
wait for the decision. It's got to be Dunn's free, in my opinion.
For sure, Alan. In the back. Pushed in the back.
Now he'd be 45 yards out on an angle and got that one pretty hard.
Well, it's a decent 45 yards too, isn't it?
Oh, say 50. Players in the square. Now Dunn, bit shaken up with that decent bump he took.
He's pretty resilient. Let's see what he does with this.
They need a goal badly.
He favours a drop kick. Oh, it's a long one, all right, but a mark taken there by Mackay. Will it be paid?
That's a point. It was over the line.
Gee, that was close, Butch.
Very close.
That's a bad end. We've said it before. The wind is tricking them. Not one player has woken up to that wind. Hall tries a short one out here. He's looking for Crosswell, and Crosswell is marked. Crosswell of Calder now. Kicks to the wing position on that outer side. The players set themselves. Savani goes up there. But from behind, Ian Robertson of Carlton is marked.
That was a pretty solid mark. Plenty of opposition.
Carlton, their confidence right up now. Collingwood must be wondering what's happening. The kick towards centre half forward. Walls is surrounded. Oh, gives a bit of a push in the back. A chance for Adamson of Collingwood. Adamson kicks in towards the centre. Players over on the ball, yes. Against Carlton. And the kick, an infringement after the ball had left the player's boot. And the kick is going to Max Richardson of Collingwood. Richardson of Collingwood now takes his kick up towards centre half forward. It's swinging across all right. Thompson is there. Under it, unfortunately, taken by Gallagher of Carlton. Gallagher now gets his kick back towards the centre. And look at that Price of Collingwood. A towering mark for a little fella.
Steadying it down now.
Price gets his kick up forward. Let's see what happens here. Big Jones comes in, but in the front it's David Mackay, the Carlton aerial expert, to take another good solid mark. Mackay looking further downfield, gets his kick, it's almost to the centre. Price comes in there, Jenkin knocks it away, taken by Waite of Carlton. Waite, a long hand pass towards Crane. Crane of Carlton drives down to the half-forward flank on the outer side. Hopkins from behind, flew high. Through comes Nichols, crashes his way through. Nichols still going. Robert Walls picks the ball up. Walls swings around, has a snap, and it's smothered, however, by Potter. Potter pushing the ball in front of him. Jackson comes in there. Walls picks up. Walls of Carlton now. Back towards the goal square. Hopkins goes up. But it's knocked away by O'Callaghan over the line. There'll be a throw in the forward pocket for Carlton on the outer side. Butch.
Great defensive play by Potter there, but fooled by a bad bounce. In goes Jenkin and Nichols. Nichols takes it, tries to break clear. Hand passes over towards Jackson. Adamson hits down towards O'Callaghan. Taken away nicely there by Clifton. Clifton's kick will go out of bounds on the full, which means a Carlton kick in.
They look a little worried, Collingwood.
Yes.
Very worried.
And that kick would also indicate that Carlton are on top as far as confidence is concerned,
And
Teddy.
hasn't young Hopkins made the big difference? 3 goals off his own boot out of the 7 being kicked by Carlton up to date in this quarter.
Can he keep it up? Ian Robertson with the ball, is it?
Yes.
Hard to see on our
Yes,
monitor.
and 4 points the difference. Yep, they go. Eakins. No, he's not paid the mark. A kick cleared by O'Callaghan into the centre of the ground. Oh, it's Carlton winning on the ground here. Silvani on the top of Potter, and Potter will get the free.
Yes, kicking in danger.
Well, desperate games, desperate measures. He passes out to Max Richardson, steadying it down a little again. Max Richardson looking way up the field for McKenna. McKenna streaking out from goal, pushes it out in front of him. He's deep on a half-forward flank, fumbling around. Hall has it knocked out of his hands over the line for a throw-in.
A long way out of goal, McKenna.
Oh, 4 points the difference in favour of Collingwood. They looked home and hosed at half-time. Big Peter Jones taps it down beautifully to Mackay. Mackay gets it across here to Gould. Or Waite, rather. Waite now with a long kick down towards the centre half-forward position.
Adamson's
mark.
free. That's his free. Held him by the arm.
Well, players on both sides now applying pressure, right to the utmost here.
18 and a half minutes of the third quarter gone. So far, Carlton's the big men fly. Down to the ground it comes. They overrun it. Crosswell ran into awful trouble trying to get away with it, but he gets the free kick. The free kick Carlton's way. Brent Crosswell now down towards centre half forward for the Blues. Robert Walls could get a free out of this.
Yes,
Jenkins got right into his back. And Walls has certainly lifted his game since half-time. There's big John Nichols scouting around on the goal square. Here's a kick coming out here. Gallagher has marked.
Gee, these Rovers are cutting Collingwood to pieces now.
He's kicked too, Gallagher. So far, he'd be about 45 yards out on an angle, kicking to the Richmond end goal. It's on its way. It's swinging across, however. They fly high. No mark. A chance for Clifton to get out of trouble. Tuddenham's in there. He's unloaded by Jackson. Picked up by Clifton. Here's Big Nichols, though.
Clifton gets a free.
Just as well.
Oh, lucky let out that one.
It was a lucky.
Been consistent with that push in the back rule.
Yes, it was a definite free kick. And Carlton, to me now, have lifted themselves right up to the stage whereby they can, if they go on, will get on top of Collingwood.
Right, Clifton now. He tries a short one out here towards Eakins, who's on his own. And here's a go. Eakins is running, plenty of room. Gets his kick now down towards centre half forward. Terry Waters is there. Oh!
Yes, he's paid the
missed
mark.
it. Is he paying it?
Yes.
Would you have paid it?
Just long enough. Waters from the half-forward line, looking for the long one into the square. Thompson goes in and marks. That was a well-placed kick and good football by Waters. True captain's game. 25 yards out now. Thompson dead in front. He won't want to mess this one up. 4 points, a tremendous
Look at
amount
that
of
right
pressure on
thigh. You can see his right thigh there.
Yes.
See those marks? That's that skin irritation that I've been talking about. Thompson kicks. Put it through.
A 10-point lead for Collingwood now. Time, Michael. Gee, it's gone quickly. Gee, they've done it the hard way, Collingwood, haven't they?
20 and a half minutes, Butch.
20 and a half.
Thompson
Just
to the
21.
forward pocket ruck and Twiggy Dunn to centre half forward.
Good move. Yes, I think those moves were forced on Rose, but he's done what he should have done. There's the bounce, an awkward one. Oh, players unloaded there, Silvani, Price over the shoulder and will get the free.
Boy, I can't help but admire our cameraman and our director, Alf Potter, keeping up with this because it's a
15-yard penalty,
fiery
Mike.
sort of thing now. Highlights coming galore. Don Jolly, the field umpire, in control. Price now, who's usually a great kick, sends it right down forward. The big men set themselves. Well, it's Mackay, takes the mark, gets it to Hopkins. Hopkins kicks down forward here and Gould is marked. Gould of Carlton tries a hand pass to Crane. Crane is caught. Back to Gould. Gould's running into trouble. Tuddenham picks up. Tuddenham a quick kick down forward.
They've paid the free kick against Gould for holding the ball, and Dean is to take this back on the centre wing.
Well, the whistle obviously went before anything else happened.
How could you hear it with that roar going on?
That's what I suggested when I felt that Carlton could be overdoing the handball, where a kick would have been more advantage to them.
Carry on, Ted Whitten.
There's Dean now, the Collingwood wingman now, kicking a drop punt kick up to the centre half forward position. Underneath this Waters behind Silvani, coming in as Desi Tuddenham. He handballs, but over the boundary line for another throw-in right in front of the member stand.
Boy, that has been a little quiet in this quarter is Wayne Richardson, Ted.
Yes. Although there's a free kick being paid to Barry Gill, an infringement behind play apparently, unless he felt the umpire that it was forced out deliberately. Barry Gill, the half-back flanker for Carlton, kicks up now. Nichols is there, the big ruckman, but Crosswell, the highlighter of the final series with his high marking this year. Plays on with the ball, looking for Walls. Jesselenko, Nicholl from behind. Gallagher has the ball, I should say. It goes to the ground. Oh, there's a hell of a pack of players here. And O'Callaghan, the Collingwood back pocket player, throws the ball at Don Jolly, who will bounce it. There comes Jones now. Jones taps the ball at Jesselenko. Jesselenko to Gallagher. Gallagher misses the ball of the ball. Coming through Jesselenko. Through a sandwich of players. And umpire Jolly will pay the free kick to Jesselenko, the Canberra kid, the full forward for Carlton, who has kicked up on the list stage. One goal. Carlton badly needing a score here. 10 points trailing Collingwood. And a goal by by Jesselenko will put them right back in the game at about the 23-minute mark. It'd be 25, 30 yards out of goal on a slight angle. Will favour the drop punt. He runs in. Oh, it looks pretty good.
Yes.
There's the sausage roll with Carlton. 4 points to difference.
A sausage roll for the benefit of the uninitiated is a goal. Thanks, Ted.
Got that one in nicely, so did Jesselenko. But this is going to be a ripper finish, I can assure you. Carlton, I would have thought, would have tired in this quarter, but they've lifted themselves. And there's the Carlton's Brain Trust there, the selection committee sitting there looking happier. As the ball kicked off the ground here, and Britt will take this free. Oh, Waters will take the free for Collingwood. That's Turnbull's kicking in danger. Beautiful kick. Thompson leads out and marks. Oh, Waters has played a game today. McKenna led, was ignored, now gone back to the square. Thompson delaying this has allowed the Carlton defenders to get into the square. It's going to end right in the teeth of goal and done. Oh, played it. Either one or the other. It's got to be Tottenham's free or Dunn's mark. He's played Tottenham's free. I beg your pardon, he's played the mark. Now Dunn, he's kicked 1 goal. A lot of pressure on him.
Home to the wide world.
Right through the middle. And this is how this game will go now. Kick for kick and goal for goal.
We're into time on. Just over 25 minutes of the third quarter gone of the 1970 grand final.
27 shots to Collingwood and Carlton 17. 10 shots extra Collingwood and leading by 10 points.
It's remarkable that accuracy of Carlton in both the semi-finals, the second and the grand final, has really made wonders for them.
25 and a half minutes gone. Here comes Greening of Collingwood now, putting them forward. He's driven to the half-forward flank on the outer side. Tottenham goes for it there with Gill. They both miss it. Britt comes in there. Pennell's after Britt. Britt is still going. Grabs the ball, left puts it around towards the pocket. Players overrun the ball. Here's Mackay now, waiting for it. Mackay of Carlton kicks back to the half-back flank on that outer side. Up they go. Nobody able to hold the mark. But Ian Robertson comes out. Across it goes to Silvani, who tries a hand pass, intercepted by Greening. Over the line it goes. There'll be a throw-in.
They need a bit more desperation, Collingwood now.
They can't relax or they're gone. Up goes Jenk and he gets a lovely tap down. It's taken by Price. Price pushes the ball in front of him, runs into trouble and gets a free kick.
An obvious free kick. He's passed it beautifully.
Oh, glory!
Oh, must be 15 yards.
Oh, that's not like Johnny Gould.
Wayne Richardson really felt that one, I can tell you. Well, you saw it.
He kicked the distance, Mike.
He could. My word, he could too. Wayne Richardson would be 55 to 60 yards out, directly in front, kicking to the scoreboard end goal. He's kicked one. He thinks he can kick it too. It's on its way. Going to drop short, however, the big man fly. Here he is again. David Mackay. Oh, does he love a grab?
Gee, sure.
Oh,
Leanne Croswell in the final series, Mike.
Oh, my word. He wanted to be a Collingwood player, this kid, you know.
Yes.
Funnily enough. There's his kick out towards the member stand. Payne comes in. Payne drops the ball. Taken by Dean. Intercepted by Gould of Carlton. A chance for Mulcair. Hand pass back to Crane of Carlton. Crane looking further afield. Gets it to the wing position. Potter goes in for it. Couldn't take it. Picked up by Price, who's well on top. Price breaks clear. Price drives down forward once again. Thompson has the chance. Oh! Through comes Kevin Hall. Over goes Kevin Hall with Con Britt. The ball still in play. Dean goes up, couldn't pull the mark in. And there'll be a throw-in on the half-forward flank for Collingwood on the member stand side. And Britt is down with the cramp for Collingwood. There they go. It's Potter rather. Potter's down with a cramp. Wayne Richardson swings the ball around. Tries to get it in towards centre half forward. Twiggy done.
Lovely mark, that one.
A casual type of player, but a very effective player.
So with the benefit of our interstate people, he's 6'5.5" and can play on a half-forward flank where they normally need speed. There it is, up to McKenna, and he's marked. Now this is the player that Collingwood need to fire to bring them back into a winning position. They're leading by 10 points. He's kicked 5 up to now.
Going to be 25 yards out on a very, very slight angle. You could say directly in front, but he's kicking to the difficult end. It's on its way. He's allowed for that breeze, and he's put it right through. That's McKenna's sixth. But by the same token, Kevin Hall's playing well at
Yes,
full-back.
true.
We are going on towards 29 minutes into the third quarter. Collingwood were in awful trouble before. In awful trouble, but they've got out of it temporarily at least. 13-15 to 12-6.
What a wonderful effort by Carlton.
A great effort by Carlton. Full marks to them, and it's not over yet, baby. We've got a long way to go. Butch Gale.
At the Tuddenham, the head out to the flank. Mulcair kicks. It's taken by Price. Price hand passes wildly. Silvani chipped in. Price came back again. Over to Tully. It's a scramble, and Jolly will bounce the ball. Probably went in a full circle there and never travelled more than 10 yards. There's the bounce. Up they go. Jones hits down to Adamson. Adamson smothered. Oh, wild kick in there. And Croswell pays the penalty. Free kick goes to... Clifton, no.
We've got Mont at the
Greening.
trouble, Butch, don't worry too
Greening
much.
up towards the flank. In they go. In towards Waite. Waite takes a solid mark. Tries to play on. Mackay recovered for him. Ian Robertson chipped in and took the handy one over to Gill, or they're lucky to get out of that. And Gill in towards the full forward area. Waters backed up behind as Jizelenko missed the mark. And Waters in a lot of trouble. Kicking out is 2-1 here against Collingwood. Jackson couldn't mark. Robertson butters up from behind. The ball will beat him over the line. I'll tell you what, I'm running out of breath.
Well, there's two frustrated sides in that quarter, both trying very hard to get back on top.
Throw-in takes place. Big Jenkins taps it down here. A chance for Greening to pick up, but he goes to the ground. Will he get the free kick? Yes, in the back. Greening pushed in the back.
Very consistent umpiring this.
Oh, he's done a great job. Don't make any mistake. Greening's kicked down to the half-forward flank on the outer side. Taken by Wayne Richardson. He's chased by Barry Gill of Carlton. Down forwards he goes. It's Twiggy done once again. Done. Oh, grab high around the neck. But play on is the call. Mulcair of Carlton comes out with the ball. Struggles it across to Waite. Waite gets it back here, but the ball is knocked away by Max Richardson. Max Richardson of Collingwood picks up. Hand passes over to McKenna. McKenna kicks.
He's missed it. Oh, great play by Max Richardson then.
Unusual for Peter McKenna to miss shots like that, but still...
It was practically a set shot with the type of hand pass he gave. 13-16 to 12-5.
Good football by Maxi Richardson then. Good team play, Bush.
Good team play, and this is the only way Collingwood will win it, I'll tell you. The minute they have a tendency to get rattled on occasions, but their teamwork makes them an invincible side, really.
31 and a half minutes gone in this hectic third quarter. The kick out goes. Oh, Wayne Richardson.
West gets a free kick.
In the back.
Stupid darn streamers. He's got to have a shot, but he's a devil of a long way out. He'd be at least 60 yards out, even more. On an angle, kicking from the half-forward flank to the scoreboard end goal. He can still score. It's a big kick. It's going to drop slightly short and touched, and end of third quarter.
And three-quarter time in the 1970 grand final. A magnificent comeback in that quarter from Carlton. Collingwood 13-16-94. Carlton 12-5-77. Umpire Don Jolly coming in, bouncing the ball to start the final quarter of the 1970 grand final. Carlton versus Collingwood go into the final quarter. Collingwood 13-16 to Carlton 12-5. Crane of Carlton with the ball. Crane hooks it up towards centre half forward. Hopkins, who came on as 19th man and caused a stir by kicking 3 goals early in the third quarter, gets his kick, but it doesn't go far. Crane is there for Carlton wrestling. And the result of that will be another baller. Almost on the wing position on the member stand side. The bounce of the ball, up they go. Nichols gets the tap down, it's taken by Gallagher. Gallagher runs around, he puts his boot into it, drives up towards Jesselenko. Carlton kicking to the scoreboard in the final quarter. Here's a go for Hopkins. Hopkins, oh no!
He hit the post, Mike.
Hit the post with it.
He was travelling at top pace and under pressure. He has some excuse there.
He still hit the post, Butch.
Yes, but
I'm sure you could find a lot of excuses for the kid, but that doesn't put it on the scoreboard. A let off for Collingwood, put it that way.
Definite one. Jeff Clifton now about to kick in right up the centre. Big Jenkin in there. Nichols hits down. Jackson has it. He hand passes over towards Walls. It's snapped away there, taken away by Lee Adamson. His kick goes to centre half forward. Wayne Richardson in there punches the ball clean. Mulcair comes across that half-back line. He's bundled, but he gets away with it. Good play, young Mulcair. The kick goes into the centre. A chance here for Price. Price looking for McKenna. And it's Thompson, though. Streaks out in front. And
Comment from Butch Gale.
Richardson.
Here's the kick down forward again. Richardson tries high. McKenna comes out. Hall of Carlton with the ball though. Hall now tapping the ball down. Gets his kick to the wing position on the member stand side. Waters is waiting there. Waters gets it across to Greening. Greening of Collingwood down forward. Here's a goal. Oh, they all stood by. And Pennell cut across to take the mark.
Britt's mistake there.
The kick now from Pennell back towards the wing position on the member stand side. No mark. Tuddenham comes in, but a free kick will be paid Carlton's way.
Ian Robertson.
Let's hear from Mr. Football, Ted Whitten.
Well, there's no doubt about it, mate. The last quarter has started off in a fantastic pace, and there's still a lot of tempo. And Robinson plays on with the ball. 2 bounces. It's not a good kick, but gets a lot of distance. Nobody can mark the ball. It will go over the boundary line. The umpire has picked it, and a throw-in will take place again, right in front of the member stand.
A lot of players getting tired now, Ted. This pace has been a cracker.
It certainly has, and it's been right on from the start.
I don't know about the players. I think there are 3 commentators getting a bit weary
Well,
too.
there's no doubt about it as well with the cameraman and Alf Potter. There's the throw in now. Gallagher picks up after tap down. A free kick goes to Gallagher, number 10, the Carlton Rover. He was grabbed too high around the shoulder. Silvani standing by, but Gallagher will no doubt will go for the big kick.
16 points the difference.
He goes for the short one, looking for City Jackson, and found him. City Jackson, 60 yards out of goal. They're on at the true centre-half forward position with a little angle.
Jackson, a magnificent drop kick. Let's see what he does with this one. He's kicked one. It was a snap. It was a beauty too in the third quarter. He favours the punt kick here. Oh, it's a beauty. The result, one behind.
Tailed off right at the last little bit.
Carlton attacking. 13-16 to 12-7. Very accurate kicking from the Blues.
The breeze is
Not enough
swinging around a
goals.
bit.
I think the breeze has swung to the Jollyman end, Mike.
Well, that would be favouring Collingwood
That's
then.
right.
So Lady Luck may be with Collingwood at last in a grand final. A kick goes out. Jenkins flies. Hasn't knocked away by Nichols of Carlton. Gary Crane tries to pick up. Doesn't do so. Taken by Price of Collingwood. Price is running around. Oh, beautiful. Over to Greening. Greening a hand pass to Britt. Britt in a bit of trouble. Back to Greening. Played Collingwood. Greening now down forward. Here's a go. They race for the ball. It bounces awkwardly. Mackay of Carlton. It was over the boundary line almost, but he kept it in play cleverly.
lovely mark.
And Greening has taken a fantastic mark.
He was the only Collingwood player there and 3 Carlton, and he had to take it.
You're watching this from Channel 7 in Melbourne. There's Peter McKenna being well guarded by Kevin Hall. The kick now from Greenings, going down, swinging out towards the pocket. Big Glenn Thompson, he's marked.
No doubt
Too
about
big, too strong. Mackay's appealing for the free kick. But Thompson, who has kicked 1 goal at a very vital part of the third quarter, is on an angle. He's manoeuvred himself around a bit too.
Yeah, cheated a fair bit there.
He kicks, he's put it through, right through the centre.
It's a handy lead to Collingwood now, Butch.
It's a good lead, Teddy. Now, it was pretty obvious that Carlton couldn't have kept up that tremendous swamp of goals that they made in the third quarter. But
5 minutes into the final quarter, Butch.
Well, there's still plenty of time. There's 25 minutes at least to play.
Don't forget, Carlton kicked 7 goals in 10.5 minutes in the third quarter. It's got beyond them, you know. Bounce of the ball. Big Jones is there. Jenkins gets a tap down. Tuddenham takes it. He runs into trouble. Tuddenham butters up again, but he can't get away with the ball. There'll be another ball up. Umpire Don Jolly doing a great job. There they go. The ball knocked towards Crosswell. He's grabbed by Tuddenham. Holding the ball. Taking
He's
the
held
kick.
that under it. Should have been a ball up.
Paid the throw.
There's
Right.
Thompson leading. And marks. Beautiful pass by Tuddenham. Oh, he's in trouble. Played on too quickly, and Kevin Hall broke up that attack. Races on with the ball into the centre of the ground. Silvani there. Tully. Big Jenkins. Jenkins in trouble. Hand passes to Waters. Waters kicked the centre half forward. Dunn overran the ball. There's a free kick to Carlton.
Oh, no doubt. Pennell, isn't it?
Yes, Pennell taking the kick on the centre half back position.
To down now, up towards centre half forward. Big Graham Jenkins is there for Collingwood, and he's taken the mark.
Look at the Collingwood players around that position, Mike. They're everywhere.
Good moving on quicker than that.
Jenkins now kicks down towards centre half forward for the Magpies. Done completely swamped there. Gill comes through. The ball bounced awkwardly for him. Crosswell comes there. Dean of Collingwood's in that lot. Tuddenham came through like an express train. He's after Crosswell now, but Crosswell gets his kick over the centre. Jackson's there, and Jackson is marked. Jackson between centre half forward and the centre. Well, he'll kick a bit short of the centre. He takes his kick. Oh, it's a nice one too. The big men fly in. Up they go. It's a Collingwood mark in defence to Clifton,
mark.
the fullback.
A beauty under pressure.
Let's hear from Butch Gale.
Jeff Clifton about to kick from just behind the centre half-back position. Going right up the middle, Collingwood. It's the only way to. Twiggy done in there. Nearly a mark to Croswell. Down here to Waite. Waite gets a left foot kick. A poor one out towards the half-forward flank. Jezelenko in front there. Has the ball punched away. Hopkins has it. Scramble. Dean on the ground. Over to Hopkins again. Hopkins finesses. Gets around onto the left foot. Kicks it out here to Weirds. Gould up on the half-forward flank. Couldn't mark it. O'Callaghan came through very strong. Dean a little bit flustered. Taken by Gallagher. Gallagher has it dropped out of his hands. Jezelenko and Potter. And Jezelenko will get the free.
Those players are visibly slowing down, Teddy.
Yes, I would think so, Mike. Oh, they would have to.
They must be weary.
A long, hard season, and this the toughest of them all.
Jezelenko a long way out. Couldn't see him kicking this. It's on its way, though. It's right into the goal square. A magnificent kick. They fly. Big John is there. Oh, gets it around the net.
Great player, this fellow.
I wonder if he put himself into that, too. He's pretty clever, isn't he?
Right, clever.
He's a thinker. He's a very good thinker when he's playing football.
Nichols, 12 yards out, directly in front. No misses with him, right through the centre. Collingwood is scratching their heads again now because Carlton is still in it. They're still in it, boy.
Oh, we're still in the game, Mike, but they want a repetition of that because they're played just on 10 minutes into the final
Eight and a half, Teddy.
8.5 minutes into the final quarter.
Oh, a ton of time
They
left.
want goals. Umpire Don Jolly, well in control. Very congested centre at this particular stage. Both forward lines wide open with Jolly coming in to bounce the ball. And the crowd right on the edge of the seats. Jolly with the ball. Bouncing.
Collingwood crowd going mad. There's the punch out. Nobody able to break clear with it. Plenty of Collingwood fellas there. Wayne Richardson thought it may have been his, but it's going to Waite of Carlton. Waite of Carlton now with the ball. Almost in the centre of the MCG. Takes his kick. That's a big one down forward. They set themselves. Jezelenko, 2 bites. It's his. No worries.
What a good player this fellow.
Great player. There's Nichols in the goal square. Eakins of Collingwood watching him. The ball down to the edge of the goal square. It's offline. Over the line she goes. There'll be a throw-in in the forward pocket for Carlton on the member stand side. Wait for the throw-in. The big men come in. Jenkins goes up there with John Nichols. Clifton comes through. Couldn't get away with it. Nichols gets it over to Robert Walls. Walls hooks it around. This is close. Touch through.
Right, gee, it was close.
Touch through. One behind.
Well done, Peter Eakins.
Right, gee, that was close. I agree. Goal umpire having a talk to Robert Walls.
Look, honestly, I think they're taking a little bit too much time, Collingwood. They're giving Carlton a chance to get back into this. Should hurry it on. Now, Clifton,
What's going on here?
Having another word to Walls.
Walls disputed the goal umpire's decision. The goal umpire spoke to him and also the field umpire. As Clifton comes out, kicks the ball to the outer side flank. Underneath it is Jenkins and Jones has been paid the mark. 2 bites at the chin.
I've got a terrible feeling, Teddy, you know.
You think they can come back, Walls?
Yes.
They're taking their time with the ball, as you mentioned. There comes Jones now. It's a big kick, torpedo punt high. Walls is underneath. Nichols from behind. And Nichols has plucked in another one. 15, 20 yards out of goal. He's the bogey man now. They can get the ball down forward quickly. Nick has already kicked one in this quarter, buttering up for his second. Runs in. See what he can do with it. He kicks, steers it right through the middle. There's no worries about that.
8 points of difference. 8 points of difference. Only penalty in favour of Collingwood, and we are 11 minutes into the final quarter.
Well, Butch, what are you going to say about it?
Oh, it's a terrific game.
They
Kenny.
kicked 7 and 11 minutes in the third. Can they do it again?
Well, they're certainly playing better than Collingwood at the moment, purely and simply because Collingwood are definitely not playing on quickly enough. If they do it and do it now, well, they can hold this game. But if they let Carlton get close, I tell you what, Carlton would be the toughest side to get in front of. They wouldn't
need to be much closer, boy. 8 points the difference.
True.
Bounce of the ball. There they go. Jenkins gets it. It goes to Terry Waters. Waters down here towards McKenna. Kevin Hall backing back. Oh, here's a chance. Tuddenham comes in there. The ball is pushed away. Thompson's there also. But it's Colin getting out of trouble. Croswell pushes the ball in front of him.
Croswell holding the man.
Croswell on the back line as he played well. Looks like Chandler's coming on for Carlton too. Now there's a kick from Croswell to the wing position on the member stand side. They fly high, no mark down to the ground. Pennell comes through here for Carlton. Pennell tries a hand pass, but it doesn't come off. Holding the ball, close to take it. Slap bang on the
Collingwood
wing position.
player down on the centre wing, Greening. And looks bad too.
Chandler's on, Gould off. Chandler on for Carlton, Gould off. The kick down forward now for Collingwood. Thompson at the back of the pack. But it's Mackay once again taking a towering mark. Greening cramp, obviously. Mackay now tries one in towards the centre. It doesn't come off. Here's a chance, but it's Waite there with the ball. Waite, a long hand pass across here. Taken by Crane. Crane of Carlton. But it's passed over here to Max Richardson of Collingwood. Down forward it goes. And Hall comes out with the speed of a train. Kevin Hall of Carlton into the centre. The ball taken by Lee Adamson of Collingwood. In a bit of trouble. He gets his kick downfield, and Jones is marking defence for Carlton.
Oh, tremendous stuff, this.
Jones now back in towards the centre. Jesselenko flew up a mile. Potter trying to come out with the ball. Jesselenko gets it out the Crane of Carlton.
No doubt he threw it.
He threw it. Umpire Jolly right in control there. No good going, took you supporters. He was 15 yards away from the incident.
13 and a half minutes gone of the final quarter. 8 points the difference in favour of Collingwood.
Greening will come off and Ricky Watt will come on. A replacement.
Wayne Richardson with the ball over there on the outer side.
Taking too much time.
His kick. The players set themselves. Oh, Thompson's in trouble there. He's buffeted around. Out comes Ian Robertson with the ball. Here's a no. Robertson barrels up.
Dunn will get the free kick here. At centre half forward.
Kick in danger against Carlton.
Oh, nearly a 15-yard penalty too. Look at this.
Tully's off. Tully's off. And Ricky Waters on. That's for Collingwood. Now Twiggy Dunn, who's played a magnificent game. He's kicked 2 goals, or he's a long way out. He'll have to kick this down near 70 yards. Down to the Richmond end. It's on its way. It's well offline. Look who's waiting there. Mackay to take the defensive mark for the Blues. A hand pass by Mackay. Oh, this is trouble. Tuddenham comes through there. The ball held on to him, I think. No. It's called holding the ball. I think the ball was held on to him, to be truthful.
Oh, this is risky stuff.
Cross it goes to Mackay. Mackay out and further afield. No mark, however. Through comes Waite. A hand pass to Silvani. Silvani back here to Waite. Waite tries to brush him off. He does so. Over it comes here towards Ian Robertson of Carlton. Robertson of Carlton now goes for the bounce. He sets himself. He gets away. Carlton going forward. Robertson to Hopkins. Hopkins now steadies. Hopkins down forward. It's over Jesselenko's head. And Eakins marks in defence.
Very good mark, Eakins there. Very solid.
Oh,
because that was going to be a Carlton score, no worry.
Got the oxygen.
It was a good call there, Mike.
Eakins now, from just forward of the back pocket. Should go up the centre, but he's looked for the centre wing. Waters from behind and Jones, no mark. Scramble of players, Britt in there, not being helped at all. Wayne and Jolly will have to bounce. A good decision. Very tired footballs out there at the moment. Jenkins hits down and it's taken by Gallagher. Popped over towards Jackson! Jackson from behind Adamson took the mark. Now he's at least 70 yards out. More. Nichols calling for it high into the square. Eakins and Nichols, up they go, and Eakins taps it, touches it through for 1 point.
17 minutes of the final quarter gone of the 1970 grand final, and look at that scoreboard.
7 points the difference. You wouldn't believe.
Clifton kicking out from the scoreboard end. Comes along the member stand flank. The boys move in. Ian Robertson. Oh, he's paying it. I think he should.
Oh, he has to.
Pay the mark.
No disagreement from our commentary position here.
Move the ball on.
Collingwood getting worried. Will another one slip out of their clutches? A glorious kick by Ian Robertson to the goal square. Knocked away by Wallace. Right across. O'Callaghan of Collingwood with the ball. O'Callaghan going for a run. Puts his boot into it. Gee, luck went Collingwood's way then. And now comes from O'Care. Given to Hopkins. Hopkins down the centre half forward. They all fly for it. Sergio Silvani comes through. Through comes Wayne Richardson, gets it to brother Max Richardson, down towards centre half forward for Collingwood. No mark, however. Whoa, and over they go. Picked up by Waite, almost picked up by Waite. Waite of Carlton still going, he's grabbed by Britt. And the ball goes across here to Kevin Hall. Kevin Hall up towards centre half forward for Carlton. Plenty of Collingwood players there. But the ball goes to Robertson. He can't handle it. Silvani dives on top of it. Silvani gets it across here. Putnam comes through. Can't go anywhere. O'Callaghan into the centre. Taken by Price. Price down forward. McKenna and Hall over the Britt. With the left footer. McKenna. Crosswell pushes it over the boundary line. There'll be a throw-in in the forward pocket for Collingwood on the member stand side. I'm just about gone.
It's a wild finish, I'll tell you. He's put the whistle away, Jolly, to Jenkins. Leant on the player there, but hit it down. It's all Carlton in his back line. Where are Collingwood's forwards? The kick long and deep out towards centre wing. Crane racing for it with Dean. Dean gets the advantage now. He's tired, though. Gets around on the left foot. Well done, son. And the kick in towards centre half forward. No mark. Yes, it's Waite. Waite is marked at centre half back, and they're weary, these fellas, I can tell you.
Wouldn't you be, Butch?
Oh, this has been a tremendous pressure game. 7 points the difference, and Carlton need to attack again. Waters from behind dropped it. Chance there for Adamson, but it's snapped up by Crane. He goes in towards centre half forward. Nichols racing for it. So too is Wayne Richardson. He's shouldered aside. Silvani gets it. Slopes over. Eakins over the top of him. Eakins still in trouble, but still managing to struggle the ball. Clifton taps it over the line for a throw in.
Well umpire Don Jolly, he's letting it all go, and this is what the crowd want to see. He's paying the obvious free kicks. There's the tap down now by Thompson. Thompson to Wayne Richardson, but coming in here is Ricky Watt to the left boot, to the half forward line. Greedy, Gills there, nobody marks. Coming through is Mackay. Mackay caught in possession.
Holding the ball.
And will be played against him. Going to Johnny Greedy, the Collingwood wingman. Number 22.
And 120,000 people go mad. Going on towards 19 and a half minutes of the final quarter. Can Collingwood hang on? Will Carlton get up? Jones across to Barry Gill. Gill now close to the boundary line. It's over on the full.
I know this handball's got him back in the game, Mike, but they're
got to
overdoing
take
it.
Breeding off here, Mike. He can't run.
Well, you wouldn't doubt the courage of any one of those players out there.
Oh!
Kick to be taken by Ricky Watt, who came on, replacing Colin Tully. Watt now will drive this deep down into the forward zone. There's his kick. It's a nice one too. The players move in. Big Jenkins from behind. David Mackay was spoiled by his own man. He goes to come through. His grab. Picked up by Jenkins. He can't go anywhere. Crane comes through. But a free kick is going to Crosswell or Mackay. Crosswell of Carlton. He takes his kick. Oh, it's a nice one too. Up towards centre half forward. The players sit themselves. Terry Waters went up. But Eakins comes out with it. Kick smothered by Jackson. Jackson goes after it now. Look at this fella go. Jackson a long hand pass to Hopkins. Hopkins steadies. Hopkins kicks. He's put it through. It's 4 goals to Hopkins.
And it's only a point the difference.
1 point the difference.
Will we be back next week?
Oh, Michael.
What a face.
This could be a draw.
How long have they been going, Mike?
Almost 21 minutes. Almost 21 minutes. into the final quarter. Don Jolly bounces the ball. Up they go. The ball, Thompson's in the ruck there. Dean comes through. He's in a lot of trouble, but eventually gets out. Kicks down forward. Up they go. No mark. McKenna's there. Jenkins comes out with it. Jenkins goes over. Kick off the ground by Pennell. And Pennell has put it over the boundary line in the forward pocket for Collingwood on that outer side.
And he's hurt himself too.
Boy, oh boy.
Cramp. They're going down like 9 pins here.
$1.40
The throw-in
to see
takes
this.
place. Jenkins gets a tap down. It goes to Crosswell. Crosswell a long hand pass out here. Dean's unloaded by Waite of Carlton. Waite picks up. Tries a short one up towards Crane of Carlton. He's chased by Price. They both go over. The ball's in play. Taken by Chandler. Chandler of Carlton up to the half-forward flank on the outer side. Through comes Potter of Collingwood. Potter steadies. Gets a hurried kick back towards the wing position on that outer side. And Twiggy Dunn has marked.
Oh, he's been a hero today. Look at that hand pass now.
Oh.
Nicely to Price. Price boots a long one in towards the full forward area. Oh, Collingwood player pushed him back. But the mark allowed to Mackay.
Whoa!
Mackay now shorts one out to Peter Jones, and he's got it and plays on. Oh, this is dangerous for Collingwood. It's only a point the difference, and they're in front.
Jesselenko!
And away they go. Jesselenko plays on with the ball. Kicks it high. Robbie Walls is there. Comes to the ground. Kicked off the ground by Collingwood. Out of bounds in the forward pocket. 1 point the difference.
Time, Michael.
22 and a half minutes coming up. 22 and a half minutes coming up on 1970 grand final at the MCG. There they go. Jackson comes through. Jackson's after Tottenham's after him. Jackson snaps it around. Eakins is marked. Was he inside the boundary line?
He's outside
Doesn't really
on the
matter.
full. Outside on the full.
He'll still get the kick. Peter Eakins of Collingwood. They go along the outer flank there, 120,000 people or more. Up they go. Crosswell from behind, couldn't pull it down. But Crosswell batters up. Putnam's after him. Crosswell tries to punch the ball away, puts it over the boundary line on the half-forward flank for Carlton on that outer side.
Point the difference.
The last half, it's been Carlton coming back from the depths of despair. What a great job all these boys have done. Nichols gets a tap down. Twiggy Dunn.
Oh,
There'll be another ball up. Another ball up, still on that half-forward flank for Carlton on the outer side. There's the bounce. Big Nichols is there. Dunn goes with him. Dunn gets a tap down. Collingwood Rovers, where are they? Lee Adamson dives on top of the ball. There could be another ball up.
they're dog-tired, every one of them.
They're doing it from memory, these boys. Up they go. Dean just takes it in the pack. But the free kick is going to Nichols of Carlton. Nichols. Oh, he's a long way out. Would want to kick this 80 yards.
Oh, he couldn't get the distance.
Well, you
Tell you
wouldn't
what,
think so.
He's going to give it a hell of a try.
My word, he is, Teddy. Big John, a great player, puts his boot into it. Oh, it's gone across the face of goals. Up they go. Crosswell from behind. Trying to support. The ball driven out of danger. But Sergio Silvani for Carlton comes through. Silvani drives down forward. It's almost in the goal square. Mark Lee Adamson of Collingwood comes out. Tries a hand pass. Jesselenko's there. Jesselenko hooks it around across the face of goals. They're racing after it, but over the line she goes in Carlton's forward pocket on the outer side. Wait for the throw-in. There it goes. Dunn and Nichols. Nichols knocks it away. Who'll get the ball? Waters of Collingwood's after it. He runs into trouble. Could be a ball up.
Holding the ball.
Holding the ball for sure.
Ball in possession.
24 and a half
Oh,
minutes
too
gone.
high. Too high.
24 and a half minutes gone. Crosswell with it. Crosswell's kicked one. He's only 40 yards out. If that, 35 to 40 yards out. On a slight angle. Brent Crosswell. It's on its way. It looks pretty good. Carlton in front. It's a goal. Carlton in front.
Oh, what a finish.
And we're into time on.
Can the Magpies come back?
We're into time on. 25
Time
minutes
on.
gone.
Oh, look at this. There's runners running everywhere. Players have lifted themselves again everywhere.
There they go, the bounce of the ball. Jones gets the knock away. Through they come. Waiter's there, he runs into trouble. A chance for Con Britt to pick up. Crosswell's after him. Britt is bundled over and Britt gets a free kick.
Hurd is on for Collingwood.
Hurd is on.
Greening off.
Right, Britt takes his kick down forward. They move in for it. Up they go. Ah, yes. Mulcair, 2 bites, and he's taken the mark. kick now goes into the centre of the MCG, over the centre. The players set themselves, and Jekin is marked for Collingwood. Oh, don't do it. Jekin now goes wide. He's out there looking for Dean, and Dean is marked for Collingwood. Don't tell me Rosie's going to go down again so closely. What a fight back by the Blues. Dean now, a long one down forward. They come out to meet it. Oh, Robertson got the mark. But he gets away with it, Ian Robertson. Ian Robertson kicks to the half-back flank on the member stand side now. They're racing for it. Pennell can't get the run of the ball. Britt is after him. Over the line they go. There'll be a throw-in.
Oh, are they tired, Mike?
A throw-in on the half-forward flank for Collingwood on the member stand side. Big Herd comes in there. Ball taken by Gill. It gets it across to Jones. Jones of Carlton up to the wing position. Oh, mark. A chance for Wayne Richardson. He picks up a short one. Yes. Price is marked for Collingwood. Now Price of Collingwood steadying down. He's going for the lead from McKenna. McKenna goes up. He's playing it.
Play on!
Oh, play on. Play on is the call. Up towards centre half forward for Carlton now. Through comes Jesselenko. Jesselenko, a left footer. There's nobody there.
Look at this!
It's bounced through.
You wouldn't believe this, honestly. That's Jesselenko's third goal. And Collingwood players holding hands to their head as the time's getting away from them now. They're 11 points down. An amazing finish by Carlton, and they've got this grand final won.
Oh, you wouldn't see anything better anywhere in the world, Butch, as far as excitements and highlights and tremendous sportsmen are concerned.
27 and a half minutes gone. Butch Gale.
Ricky Watt with the ball in the centre of the ground. Is there time? McKenna comes out. Hall punches away. A grand finish by Hall. Britt in there working hard, surrounded by Carlton players. Oh, they're just too disciplined. The kick going up to the flank. And O'Callaghan drops the mark. He plays on again. Shorts one into the centre. Price has it. He plays on. He's in trouble. Right across the centre. Still looking desperately for McKenna. A chance for Twiggy Dunn. No, mark. Oh, beautiful mark. Oh, what a great finish. Boy, these fellas have got hearts as big as themselves.
You can say that again, Butch. What's it, 28 minutes, Mike?
There's Mackay's kick in towards the centre wing now. Up goes Jekin, no mark. Look at that, players hurt. Down it comes to Wayne Richardson. He gets a left foot kick in towards full forward again. Players are surrounded there. Comes down onto the ground and it's a free kick to Dunn.
28 and a half minutes gone in the final quarter of the 1970 grand final. Carlton have come from a mile behind. No other way to describe it.
You wouldn't want to have a crook heart, would you?
Twiggy Dunn has kicked 2 goals, and he would be 40 yards out, directly in front. He kicks. Oh, it's swinging off. But it's there. 1 point. 1 point.
It's all over for Magpies again, Mike. There's no worries in the world about that now. They just haven't got the time.
Taking time to kick in again now. They're looking for Barassi still desperately worried about this. But I wouldn't be worried if I was him. Down to Crane. His kick up towards the half-forward flank. Adamson and Jackson. Jackson racing for it. Adamson beats him to it this time. Jackson pulls him to the ground and the ball goes over for a throw-in.
Free kick going to Adamson.
Sorry, Adamson's free.
29 and a half minutes gone.
Oh, it's got to go any second, Michael. Half a minute to play, I reckon.
Fantastic. There's the kick now, down to the half-forward flank. A mark to Gallagher. There's the siren. Carlton. Carlton are premiers, and look at one Barassi surrounded. Carlton are premiers, and our commiserations to Bob Rose of Collingwood. It's happened again to him, and nobody could be sorrier for Bob Rose than the 3 of us up here. It's all over. Yes, Carlton got up in the dying stages. Oh, Butch Gale, a fantastic comeback. They were gone to the world at half-time, but they kicked 7 goals in 10 and a half minutes in the third quarter, and Carlton have won the grand final of 1970 here on the MCG. But we have a look at that scoreboard. 14-17, 101 Collingwood. Carlton 17-9, 111. Boy, oh boy, comment from Alan Butch Gale.
Look, that is the gutsiest performance I have ever seen in my life. And I'm not kidding. That was a great finish. It was never pretty. But oh boy, what a side can do when they so desperately want to win.
Right, quickly again, the final scoreboard for Channel 7 viewers. Collingwood 14-17, 101. Carlton 17-9, 111. And that's it for our telecast here from Channel 7.